Ooh, turn it down. Turn this down. I don't want to get any stridikes. Anybody in the building? This is a little spontaneous pull-up. Little spontaneous pull-up. You know, sometimes I got to just pull up. Let's see what we got going in, coming out, going on. This is just something that I felt I wanted to do. Spirit put it on my heart. It is Monday, so it may be a light day. It may be light. I don't know if anybody's here yet. I don't see anybody responding. So let me just get things set up. Got my Palo Santo. Just kind of cleansing the area. I already cleaned my cards. You know, I like to keep everything light. So let's see who's coming in. We got one person tuning in. Who is that? Who is in here? Who is in the building, beloved? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Like I said, this is a little spontaneous. I see a couple of heads pulling in. Hey, I love it. How we doing? How we feeling? How's the new beginnings treating you all? Grand Rising, Divine Rising Goddess, how are you? Look what we got on the bottom of the deck. We got manifestation. Who's manifesting? We got Q Mellow Mac in the building. What's up, Q, a fellow Q? We got Intensely Rich. Hey, bud. Hey. Hey, beloved. How y'all feeling? I appreciate the pull up. Let me see. So we got this 8 manifestation. So I feel like some of you all are working on manifesting something new. This is a 9 universal year, and 9 deals with that hermit energy. So I do feel like you could be like in your cocoon right now. You could be mastering up chefing up some things, like really, you know, drawing or setting intention to manifest or change something about your current situation. I feel like whatever it is that you're working on, it's definitely coming quicker than you realize. Because that 8, I always, you know, think of the star when I see that number 8. It's like what goes around comes back around again. So whatever seeds that you have planted, I see them blossoming this year. I see them like flourishing. I'm seeing like literally like a forest. So it's like you've literally been like planting seeds. You may have some corn over there, some squash over there. Like you got I'm seeing that cornucopia card also, like where there's just abundance, you know what I'm saying? So this is a beautiful card to even have on the bottom of the deck. Hey, I see, hey, beautiful rant post, beloveds. Hey, peace to you all. 1975 Divine Empress, beloveds, welcome, welcome. So we got this 41, financial discipline. Or self-discipline, pardon me. So yeah, that's what when you are in a state of like focus mode, because that 5 deals with the Hierophant. And that's what the Hierophant does. They master their craft. They're in their bag. They're like really like honing skills. They're learning a new skill set. They could be like building their wealth of knowledge, studying. That's a card of tutelage and studentship. You could be even sitting under a master teacher, or elder, or ancestor, could be like giving you some downloads via your dreams. But this self-discipline is all encompassing of self-love, self-worth, self-value. So this is a beautiful energy. So it's like you've learned something. This 8 and 5 that reduces to the number 13. And so 13 is a transformative energy. That is the death card. And so that is your energy, Scorpio. So there's something that you are transforming about your current situation, as I said. And we have, who is this? We got J. Cole. This is called Two-Face. If I could get it to show. J. Cole, Two-Face. So y'all could have been dealing with a lot of two-faced people, you know, people who speak with a forked tongue. They show you one thing 1 minute, you turn real quick, you see another side of them. People that wear masks, like people who smile in your face, like, hey girl, how you doing? As soon as you turn your back, like just two-faced individuals. So that could be the reason why you could have been like just cooking up something privately, quietly. And it's like they see a new you. It's like you've emerged someone different even. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you've been manifesting, it's like it's going to bring in stability, because that number 4, I actually saw 444 this AM. And you know me, I like to show and prove, because that's what I do on these parts. But yeah, I saw 444 this AM when I woke up. So you can see clearly January 6th, 444. So there's definitely something that you all are like manifesting, which is going to bring in, like, I'm feeling stability, some form of inner wisdom. You're setting solid foundations. But peace to you, honest U.S. citizen, peace, beloveds. But yeah, I'm just feeling like a strong sense of like stability, illumination, just like a powerful energy that's coming in for y'all. So I'm loving it. And this is something you're manifesting. So this means you're in your bag. You're like tapping into that I imagination, that magician energy. You're visualizing, setting intention. You know what I'm talking about? Like you are really calling in and drawing in what you want. So divine spirit of peace, power, and protection. Let's see what we got coming in, going out, going on for our beloveds today. This is a collective reading. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Right back to that 8 manifestation. Giving honor. I will you all a bliss. We started off the year with a bunch of shenanigans, right? You know the distractions like to distract. I'd be minding my business. I'd be like, look at all of the nonsense, all the psyops. What is happening? They try to literally start the year off where it's just a continuation of last year. Like, that's why I be minding my business. That's why I be off the radar. I'll be like, look, I'll be out there in nature with the trees and water. They got more sense. It's just more grounding, beloved. So let's see what's coming in. Okay, so these cards wanted to escape. Bottom of the deck, we got teaching and learning. So we already know everybody learns from Scorpios. I mean, not to sound, not to be like all on our stuff, but you know, that's truly what we are, because we are the mothers and fathers of like transformation. And we just saw with the 8 and the 5, that 13, that's transformation. So what I'm seeing here is with the teaching and learning, that shows that you have like eyes watching. People are watching, people are tuning in. People are trying to learn you, observe you, you know, trying to assess. But there's also some changed perspective, because not only are you the student, but you're also the teacher. So it's like something that you're doing that's changing within you is also changing something within another person, because they're seeing you emerge someone different. That 12 is their observation of you. And, you know, perhaps there was this false perspective of you, and now they're seeing you kind of transform into like that Empress energy. That 12 reduces to 3. So it's like you've transformed right before their eyes, and now they're like, oh snap, like, oh, I didn't know this. I didn't see this before. So it's like they're learning something from you. So let's see what flew out. We got Marvin Gaye right now. If I Should Die Tonight. So perhaps someone is like really thinking like, if this was my last day, maybe there's something someone may want to, you know, say. Maybe they're trying to muster up the strength, courage, and wise dome. Maybe someone is trying to plan, prepare, strategize, because I'm seeing like the 3 of Wands. You know, I'm also feeling heartbreak from that, because it's like, damn, if I died tonight, you know, there's almost a sense of sadness and someone wanting to reunite, you know, rising power to the king. Marvin, someone's name could be Marvin Gaye, first, middle, or last also. So we have this 4. This could be a divine masculine. But remember, I just showed you the 444. So I do feel like your angels and your guides, like they've definitely been with you. And I feel like if you ask, like, you will receive whatever you need, whatever assistance you may need from your angels. Maybe that's who you've been really bonding and building that connection with, which has helped you to persevere and overcome, because it's like you've been through the thick of it. It's like when I see the 4, I see like the 4 swords. I see like the 4 cups, where someone could be like feeling like, damn, I missed an opportunity. You could have went through this like long period of heartache, heartbreak. But it's like you didn't just stay stuck in that. It's like you literally transformed. You literally turned whatever that pain was into a superpower. And now you're like stable, you're strong, you're solid. Like you just have some sense of illumination. You have this inner wisdom. And it's like you've established or are establishing solid foundation. So this 4 is also associated with the heart chakra. So that to me shows like you have healed your heart. It's an all green card, which also deals with the heart chakra. But like I said, there could be a divine masculine, like looking at you from a different perspective, or it could be reversed, a divine feminine looking at a masculine who's done a lot of healing on themselves. And it's just like, it's making them feel something, because remember that teaching and learning, it's like you teaching them a little something about this soul journey, this dark night of the soul journey. So that's a beautiful energy. Teaching and learning is still there on the bottom of the deck, and that's the 3. So this could be a masculine watching and observing, or vice versa, like I said. But together, that's the 7, and that's like that yin and yang. That's the Chariot. So maybe there's going to be someone asserting themselves, or maybe you're just more assertive to what you want. You're opening up your throat chakra more, speaking up for what you believe in, standing up for what you believe in, and not backing down. The next card we have is 85. So this is that wish fulfillment. You following your dreams, you doing things the way you see fit now. You know what I'm talking about? And that was the 8 and the 5 we started the reading off with. So this is a very powerful energy. Like I said, this is the change you've made. The change is that you made is that you're no longer doing things according to societal norms or what other people expect from you. You're following your dreams now. You're doing what you feel is best for you now. You're no longer just sitting back on the sideline and just, you know, kind of like going with the flow of other people's, you know, expectations of you. It's like, nah. All dead that. We're not doing that anymore. You're now like stepping into your power. You know, that death is like the death of the old ways of thinking and doing and being. You're no longer that person that is just kind of like conforming. You know, now you're ready to just like emerge like that phoenix rising from the ashes. So that 13, that death is the death of the old you. And this is the birthing, the emergence of this new version of you. And this also, that 13 reduces to 4, which is why we have this perseverance, because this wasn't an easy feat, beloved. This was not easy. This was really had you up in your head. I'm seeing like the 8 of Swords. There could have been a lot of like, you know, just stuck in 2 minds, confused, unsure, or uncertain of which direction to go. But it's like now it's like you're taking off, because I feel like by you following your dreams and changing, you know, changing the way that you're looking at things or looking at things from a different perspective, it's like it's empowering you in a sense. And so now that wish is coming true because you've held on to that hope, that optimism. So this is the energy of what you're attracting to you. Is like now you're in your bag, like you solid. It's like, you know, all is well because you're trusting yourself, but you're more importantly, you're trusting this journey. You're trusting that, you know, your angels, your guides, your ancestors, your spirit team got you, because this is how you've been able to like persevere and overcome. This is a very beautiful energy. I love that, because together this is 8. You know, so that 8, again, you know, the 17th card in traditional tarot is the star card, but I liken that to the 8, you know, the star energy. That 17 breaks down to 8. So that's like the star, you know, that's literally like, you know, whatever goes around comes back around again. Whatever seed you've planted in good faith, they're now harvesting. That's what I was seeing in the beginning, in the intro of the reading. The next card you have is 2 patience. And this is how, who or what you're feeling, you know, who or what you're attracting to you feels about you. So they see that you are someone who has divine knowledge, divine wisdom, because that 2 deals with the high priest or high priestess. So it's like maybe there's a decision. You're very patient in planning. You don't just jump into action. It's like it has to sit right in your spirit first. You got to feel it. You got to feel like, okay, this is the right path for me to take. You know, this is also, you know, if you are someone who tends to just do things without thinking, it's kind of encouraging you to be a little more patient. And with patience, that just means like going within, you know, grounding yourself, being grounded like a tree, and really, you know, meditating to get things straight within your own mind. And this is work you do internally. This isn't going to somebody like, what do you think I should do, girl? Because people don't need to know what you're planning. This is your business. You know, I'm talking about like, this is going to lead to some sort of victory, because right next to this card is the 4. So this is about you going within. You know, this is about you tapping into that inner wisdom, that inner compass, and really, you know, soul searching. And then you will make the right decision, because once you have that time of assessment, of self-assessment, it's like, then you know what you need to do. And again, as the high priest, high priestess, you know, I'm talking about like, you're going to follow your intuition. You're going to use your discernment. So you're not rushing into anything. So we got the 4, that's 8, that's 2, this is 10. So there is going to be a turning point. Altogether, this is 10. I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune. So something is turning around in your favor, definitely. And I feel this is something destined, especially with follow your dreams. Whenever you do something that's true to yourself, whenever you do something that is true to your heart, that you're passionate about, that just lights your fire. It's like, it will always, it's destined for you. It's written in the stars for you to do that. So whenever you align with your divine self or your divine purpose, it's going to bring about abundance and success and financial freedom, opulence. You're going to align with your soul tribe, your soul family, like-minded individuals, A-alike, B-alikes. Like, you are destined for success or destined for greatness when you align into that. That's beautiful. So we still have this teaching and learning on the bottom of the deck. So we're about to pull the card for what's hidden. And so what's hidden is you don't realize that people are watching you. And as they're watching you, they're learning. Even the haters, they may act like they ain't watching, like, I can't stand that bitch, but they still tuning in. They still like, what's she doing? What's she wearing? Where's she going? Where he going? What he doing? What he riding? What he with? It's like they all up in the biz naive, but they're learning from you. And this is an energy, honestly, where it's like, again, you so humble with it. You don't even realize, like, you got spectators. You don't even realize that you got folks that are like really invested in you, really, because they see the light. Like, the light, you cannot stop the sun from shining, beloved. That's one thing I realized. So let's tap in. So what's hidden in the energy for my beloved collective? All right. So this card is kind of sticking out like choose me. Teaching and learning is it's just adamant on being here. So that's what's hidden. What's hidden is you don't realize that you got onlookers. And so with that energy of 10, and then we have the 3, that's 4. So like I said, you're establishing a solid foundation. You're showing or displaying the sense of solidarity. You're setting up, solid foundations. You're strong in who you are. You have self-love. That always makes you more attractive. But it's just like there's a sense of stability, security. There's a sense of like just you being illuminated. That is a divine masculine number. That's the Emperor. So you're just a boss, a true leader. Like you go after what you want. Unwavering strength, unwavering. Like you go after what you want. And look what we got on the bottom of the deck when we pull for what's the outcome. So that, like I said, you always going to have the success and all the trinkets when you follow your heart, when you follow your dreams and make it a reality. It's like it can only end in happiness and joy and peace. This is a very illuminated card. It's yellow. Yellow is the color of the solar plexus, but it's also the color of the sun, which means there's a new beginning, beloveds. There's not only a new beginning, but this is bringing happiness and joy. This is bringing wish fulfillment. This is something that's going to make you feel very fulfilled. And again, someone's observing you as such. Because that breaks down to the 12, which is the hangman. So someone's like really looking at you like you the sun, like you're just a beacon of light. You shine bright, like you could be in the spotlight. Like there's something that is going to transpire where you may be thrust into the spotlight. Whatever it is you're doing, whether it be at your place of employment, you may be like the employee of the month, or if you have your own business, you may start seeing like your sales go, pew, like something may come in unexpected, a wish fulfillment, a blessing, something is going to happen. And it's just going to make you so elated. Like you're going to be overjoyed. And I see, who is this? We got war. Don't let no one get you down. And so that's literally what, power is, with war. So these are like, we always under spiritual attacks, like spiritual warfare is what came to my mind's eye when I heard war. So it's like people, like I said, even the haters are watching, even the haters are learning. That's how they learn, because they're not skilled enough to, walk this journey and persevere and show resilience in the manner that you did. So, what they tend to do is they kind of leech on and latch on to other people to kind of like ride the coattail, to act like they, ride into success. It's almost like if you think about like, those little fish that swim alongside like the sharks and the whales, the big fish in the sea. That's almost how I see these individuals. Like they just kind of like, wherever you go, they kind of clinging on because they're powerless. Like they're literally powerless and they're weaklings. So you exude strength, you exude strength. That's another energy here with perseverance and following your dream. It takes strength. It takes courage. It takes wisdom to go after what you want and to not conform and to not do what everybody else is doing. Like y'all are different. You know, whoever's tuning in, I was about to say Scorpios, but this is a collective reading. And so it's like whoever's tuning in, you're just different. Like you don't mind going against the grain. You don't mind standing up against everyone else for something you believe in. And that's why this happiness is here, because you're literally showing people how it's done. And with don't let no one get you down, that's what you did. Like you refuse to allow people to get in your head. You know, you refuse to allow people to block you, to stop you. That's when you leaned on like your angels, your guides. That's when you probably were in heavy prayer, mantras, meditation. Like you went deep within yourself. And when you go within, that's where all the answers are. You don't need external validation. They can say whatever they want. Them fools can say whatever they want. They could gossip. They could lie. They could try to defame your character. As long as you are solid with you, none of that ish matters. So you didn't allow these people to get you down. Even when you was under spiritual warfare, you took it to prayer. You know, that's why I saw that 444 and showed y'all, because I feel like that was just your angels confirming like that connection you have with your angels and your archangels. It's solid. Like, so there's nothing that anybody could do that could like throw you off. That's why we showing here this perseverance. You persevered over some craziness, because you had a lot of folks, you know, kind of against you. And I'm seeing like you got a lot of eyes watching, even with this card of teaching and learning. It's like a lot of people are learning from you, but this also is including those folks that have something, you know, that they're trying to prove to themselves. A lot of projection, deflection. You know, it always feels good to be like, see, I can't stand her because, you know, because they don't want to look within. They don't want to do that internal work. So it's like they project this disdain and this seething anger and this vitriol towards other people, because that's what's in you, boo. I ain't got nothing to do with you. That's you. You got to do your work. Don't hate me because I'm working on me. Like that's that energy. It's like they can't stand you because you are strong. You are all the things they wish they were. That's literally what jealousy and envy is rooted in. It's like whatever you have is something they desire, but because they are too lazy, they like them fish that I was talking about. They just swim along the sharks. Like, we don't want to get eaten. So wherever the shark goes, where it's like, it's so cool. It's like, please. But anyway, with this happy ending, Spirit is saying your outcome is beautiful. It's like you did the work, you did the self-reflection, the introspective work. And, you know, that 3 also that the 12 reduces to is the Empress. And so that just shows me that you absolutely have success coming in. So divine Spirit, thank you, Spirit. So look at that. There's a death of the ego. This is that 19 pride. That's the death of that. So these people who have been observing, like I said, that's why they're learning. So they're going to have a death of the ego. Maybe this is something you've had to do also. You know what I'm saying? Because that 19, to me, even when I think of the other card that is correlated with this, like there's a 91 card, which is surrender. So maybe the ego, it's like the death of the ego. Like I said before, you had a death of the old you. So maybe there was a part of you that had to release old ways of thinking, doing, and being. And now this is that alchemist. This is that imagination. This is that magician where you're utilizing the tools, the elements around you to manifest something new. So the death of the pride, the ego, because that's a full sense of self anyway. You know what I'm saying? When you have ego and pride, it's like you're too, you know, you think you're too good to admit your wrongs, or you don't take responsibility, or you're just kind of like operating and functioning in a false sense of self. So this death of the ego, death of the old ways of doing things. With this 48 financial discipline, I absolutely feel like something you've been mastering is about to just like, you're going to start seeing or reaping the rewards of your hard work. I feel like there's collaborations. I feel like you're going to be partnering up with folks. I feel like there's definitely going to be something that changes financially. Like this is a blessing. This is something beautiful coming in. And we have Maze featuring Frankie Beverly. And this is called Golden Time of Day. Someone could have been born in 1978 babies. But with Maze, I do feel like this has been a journey. Like I said, this has been something that you have been really kind of like growing through these past couple of years. And with Golden Time of Day, I just liken that to the sun, like the you know, the dawning of a new day, because that's the golden time of day. That's when it's the best time. Maybe some of you all sun gaze during that time, but the golden time of day to me would be like a sunrise or even a sunset. But I'm taking it like the sun, you know, because even here in the backdrop, you can see like a sun. So that's beautiful. And this could be either or. And it's 12:02 on the clock. I don't even think I even told y'all what time it was when I started the reading, but that is 5. So for me, I feel like there could be, again, that's maturation because that's the Hierophant, that's growth. But I also feel like there's some communication that could be coming through, like a conversation could be had because that deals with the throat chakra. So maybe someone could be communicating with you. Let me see what's on the bottom of the deck. We got 9. See, there goes that 91 surrender card I was just breaking down with this. So I do feel like if there was like resistance, because I'm hearing stop resisting. So I'm hearing like if there was some resistance or like blocking something out, maybe even like subconsciously, it's like you're just now going to surrender. And this could even be like a lack mentality. Like I said, pride is a false sense of self. So for maybe, someone, they may have had to have this disposition or present themselves in a way that was actually blocking things instead of opening and inviting things. And there's a healthy way to establish boundaries. So I think with pride, there's a death of the pride, which means there's a death of the false sense of self. But with this completion also, we're in the 9 universal year, the highest number of change. That 9 is saying you wrapping up something. Something is being wrapped up. And that's also like confirming that with wrapping up that cycle, that there's a wish fulfillment, because I'm seeing like the 9 of Cups. And I feel the self-love that always is more attractive. So you could be receiving some good news about something you was waiting for. It's going to make you feel stable, secure. It's going to make you feel good. It's like it's good energy that's coming in. So let's tap in. Let's see what the energy cards have to say. Beloved, look at that. I'm talking about you about to receive something, and we got the man holding a coin. So there could be a masculine making an offer. This is something tangible. This could be a job offer. This could be something related to money, maybe wills. This is something that you've been waiting for. So this is a powerful energy here with that 43-7. And this energy is showing like this is something that you've earned. Because when I think of 7, like I said, I see the Chariot card, and that to me just speaks victories. I'm seeing victorious outcomes. I'm seeing you having some sort of triumphant success. I'm even seeing like, this is just a celebratory moment. The Chariot rushes in, but there's balance. So there's been that inner like introspection that took place. Maybe there's a masculine that's coming in to offer you ladies something, maybe this could be someone, proposing, maybe this is someone just offering you assistance, offering you some sort of financial help, or maybe they will be assisting you with a project or something. What's underneath that? I'm loving that. Look at that. The door to personal healing and happiness. So there's definitely something coming in. I was feeling like, especially with that Wheel of Fortune, I was feeling like they were saying, look, you got 34, 43, which are interchangeable, 7 and 7, 14, 5. And I was just picking up when we saw, what was that, 12:02. And I was saying 5, that was a conversation. And so I do feel like there could be a conversation that does come in, because the 7 and 7 is 14. This could have been something that you've been waiting for. I'm just feeling like divine timing. It's coming in divine timing. And so you can't rush the process. You just got to kind of wait it out, but you don't sit, and be lazy about it. You got to still be busy. And we got the thinking woman here. So this is a very, this is a feminine energy that's very cerebral. She's learned. You see all these books. She's well studied. That's what I was picking up early in the beginning of the reading. And this is someone who's going to receive some sort of justice in a situation because you've done the work. Like you remained solid, honest. You can see that butterfly, which is very indicative of transformation as well. So I'm definitely getting a sense of like, yeah, this is a beautiful energy of someone who's transformed, and you've gone within, like you've taken it to like this is that energy, man, that maturation energy. The thinking woman is someone who goes within and she just builds her wealth of knowledge through studying, studentship, maybe even sitting under an elder or a maternal, paternal figure. But it's like she took the time to learn, to grow. And even as you are learning and growing, you're still teaching others as well. So that thinking woman is very, very wise. I'm getting a wise person. That's how you're perceived. So that's why this man with holding a coin, that's a stable person. This is someone that's grounded, very devoted. He got a sun behind him that looks similar to the golden time of day card that we just saw. So this is a very powerful energy of someone making an offer, a kind gesture. I'm loving it. So let's tap in. Let's see. Let's clarify these messages. Why is this 4 perseverance here for the overall energy, for the beautiful collective spirit? I see a broken heart there. So there was a lot that you had to overcome. Like I said, you had to persevere past the pain, beloved. Like that is literally someone who is like in recovery mode. You can see you've healed because this is a solid green card. You had to learn to love yourself because whoever this was that caused the heartache and pain, or even if this was just your experiences that caused that heartache and pain, it's like you've persevered past the pain, you know, and that's not something that's easy. Like a lot of people may look at it like it's an easy task. When you really do that work and you really go within and do that soul work, it is not easy. You know, you just make it look like it is. And that's why I got a lot of haters hating. Look at that, hostile. So how you gonna hurt somebody and then be hostile about it at the same time? So you was dealing with a lot of hostility, a lot of like, just like very, very confrontational, even competitive. Like I feel like these people was liars. All of the things I mentioned before, they could have been gossiping, trying to defame your character. And it was all out of jealousy. You know, you could see clearly you had a big heart. Wrong card. You had a big heart. You know what I'm talking about? You cried a lot of tears too, like because I feel like you genuinely cared for these people. And I'm seeing the attachment card underneath that. So these were like what do you call that? Like trauma bonds even. But these individuals were very vile. I'm just getting like competitive energy, trying to take you out, snuff you out, and it broke your heart to learn who these people were. It really broke your heart. But look, you healed from all of that. You turned pain into a superpower. And that's what they can't get over because they're literally like, you know, they're flabbergasted at the transformation. You know, look at that. Lacked appreciation. And with this action card, that's what I feel. You've been very proactive. This is the star. You know, the 17th card in traditional tarot is the star. But I always also see like the chariot with this because it has that black and that white horse. That's duality. So to me, that's automatically showing balance. So when you become balanced, then you can take action. When you have a sense of direction, then you can take action. That's why Spirit was like, you know, be patient when making a choice, when choosing which direction to go, because you could choose the wrong option. But this 15, that deals with the devil. So someone lacked appreciation. There was a lack of appreciation. There was a lack of even mutual respect, regard, like, you know, maybe dismissive energy. It's like, because if you look at this one, she's like just fawning over this one flower when she's in a garden full of them. So it's just like, you just looking at this one flower. You got to appreciate the whole, you know. So there's like a lack of appreciation is what I gather from this, not appreciation. But I feel also, you know, with this 6 and this 8, I do feel like that action card is showing like, you know, coming out of that energy where there's any type of confusion, because now you have this balance or this sense of self. You know, if someone was refusing, this card is literally trying to jump out of my hand. This attachment card. So someone is like attached. And that's what the devil does too. The devil clings. And that's kind of like what I was saying earlier about like leechy, parasitic energy. They're just kind of like ride your coattail and cling to you. And that's what I'm getting. Look how dark and gloomy this card is. So you trying to shine bright like a diamond, and this person is just kind of holding you down. You see how she's like literally like bound to this post here. So it's like, you know, and she's wearing this mask, and that could be that false sense of self that I was talking about earlier. And it's like when you remove the mask, now you can see things for what they truly are. So someone could have had you under some ill use of your ions, illusions. So that's the devil. That's what the devil does. They toy with you. They toy with your emotions. There goes the angel of balance. There goes your angels coming through with the come through, beloved. So that's how you was able to see beyond the veil, you know, that mask that was being placed on your face, either by lies, deception, trickery. The 5 is that very confusing, competitive type of energy. And you realize like these people are secret haters. Like they're straight up haters. They're not, these are not friends. These are foes. Like these are not my, this isn't my tribe. I don't even know who these people are. I don't even know why they, you know, hating like that. But your angels came through to restore that balance in your life. All right, Divine Spirit, let's see what the messages have. Let's see what we got coming in, going out, going on. We got Benny the Butcher. This is called 10 More Commandments. So Benny the Butcher, someone could be from Buffalo, New York. Someone's name could be Benny. Someone could have been married to someone that works in like the meat department, or could have been a butcher. Maybe they have a family member that has like a meat, what do you call those? Like a butchery. Like back in the days, they used to have them. Like you could go somewhere and look at this deceitful person just lurking. And this is that energy. You know, they see you taking action. They see you doing your thing. And you see how you're moving away from that energy. So that is that Decepticon. That's who I was picking up earlier. Just jealous. Look at him, just seething, all red. You know, red is the color of Mars. Mars is that planet that brings about like accidents, and it's a volatile energy, like killing and death and, you know, all that. And that's what this person is almost wishing for you. Even with the butcher correlation, is like this person like tried to, I'm hearing butchered your name, or they did something to try to defame your character, and it did not work because the sun is shining. That's why this person is big mad. Like they big mad because look how you just came out of that unscathed. They was being so meticulous with the negativity. Like they was being so meticulous with whatever they was conjuring up. And look at the balance. You know, the angels came through to give you that balance, because that's what the yin yang energy is. It's about balancing your logical and your emotional side so that you could see things. That's why Spirit was reminding you. You know, the two is very, you know, symbolic of that harmonic balance, you know, masculine, balance in the masculine and feminine side. And that's why you have this new beginning. That's why this is assured. That's why this new day, this dawning of a new day, this is a beautiful energy. So the 10 commandments, you know, that's the laws, you know, that's like biblical laws. So whoever this is, they was going against that. And that 10, the number 10 is the wheel of fortune. So something is turning around, but it also could be symbolic of endings. So it's the end of this deceitful, toxic person interfering or interrupting something that is destined for you. Because when you have these negative attachments, or you have leechy, parasitic energy, they block your blessings. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to move forward until you acknowledge that you have that type of toxic energy around you. And then we have don't let it go to your head. So don't let it go to your head. So yeah, that to me is again like pride, ego. You know, when you get all blown up, you be all like, oh, I'm the shit. You know, just be humble, stay grounded. So we have the woman holding the heart here. So this is beautiful. Look at the 444 coming out. So you got the 444. I told you your angels were with you. They are also who were carrying you through those dark periods. You know, those are the ones who also assisted you with like recuperating and recovering. You know, you had to recover from heartache. Remember, we saw that heartbreak card, or the broken heart card. And now you're protecting your heart. You ain't playing with these fools. You're protecting your heart because now you have love of self. That is the healing. You've learned to work on you. And this 444 breaks down to 12. So those are the people that are in observation of you. That 12, that 57 is 12. So they still observing, you know, they spying, they watching, they keeping tabs because you've transformed into divine feminine. You can see she's, you know, she's like regal on here. She looks like a queen or a goddess, you know, an empress. So this is someone who has like turned pain into power, literally. And so those are the ones observing you from a distance, observing you from afar, that you have somehow persevered and overcome some really difficult times. That's powerful. And we have this 30, the garden and the gate here. So this is that energy of like, you know, feeling all stuck, you know, like you see this energy of like, she's just stuck in this gate. But it's like, if you want to experience the world, or, you know, experience some change or excitement, it's like, you got to go out there and get it. And so she's sitting here dreaming and living in her head. And Spirit is like, yo, get out of the gate and go follow your dreams, beloved. Go after what it is you want. Don't let your fears, you know, get in your head. You know, don't let them fears get into your head. Fears is nothing more than false expectations appearing real. So it's like getting out of that lack mentality, or, you know, speaking negatively about your situation and circumstance. That 3 is also the solar plexus, and that solar plexus is like your second brain. So it's like, do what feels right in your spirit. And that's what you're doing. You're like listening. It's like you can't quiet that noise, that rumbling that's happening, that unearthing that's happening within you. That's powerful. Wow. You got a card automatically from the gate. Love. You got 2 actually. So we have on the bottom of the deck, the magician. And I told y'all, this is you turning that into that imagination, the magician. They utilize all of the elements around them of water, fire, earth, air, ether. And you can see clearly he is utilizing, or he is channeling the energy of water and fire here. So, that fire is that passion. The water is that emotion. So that's what your dreams are, is something you're very passionate about, something you love, something that makes you feel like it's like your first love, whatever it is, whether it be a hobby, whether it be learning a new instrument or researching something that you're really that you really feel a connection to, whether it's astronomy, astrology, like you're in a learned energy and you're mastering something. So the cards that flew out, we have the heart, the healer of the ages. So many of you are medicine men, medicine women, healers, shamans, light workers. You could be Reiki masters. You are healing. And that's why these people are also learning, because they literally watched you heal thyself. Every great healer has to first heal themselves. And that's literally what I was saying with this green card. That really shows a lot of healing, because that green is the color of, the earth. It's Mother Gaia, it's Daughter Earth. It's just really like, all the internal work, all of the purging, the purification, the detoxification that you've had to do. And that's how you've got to this place where you're loving yourself. You see how she's holding her heart away from folks? Like, no. And that's why, like, you got to earn this. Like, I'm not just giving this to you. You ain't just going to get that. You got to earn it. Show and prove, beloveds. Don't come here with empty words, empty promises, actions. And you see this butterfly on her first eye. So she'll know it when she sees it, because she'll feel it. That's beautiful. And look who came through with the come through. So with this healer of the ages, many of you are definitely Reiki masters, because you can see this powerful energy. So you may be like into your, Reiki energy. You could be a shaman, and I feel like a lot of you have broken like familial curses. Like you may be that one in the family that is like the black sheep, the white sheep of the family. Like you are the one that everybody thinks is a weirdo, but you're really the one that has like, you've ascended into this superpower. You have some form of enlightenment. And that's another reason why you get hated on a lot, because you just look like you don't belong. Like you just different, like you from some other planet. And it's because you are, like, you're just made different, like you're cut from a different cloth. And it's because you have a very healing, magnetic energy field. And it's like everybody feels gravitated to you. But at the same time, it's like people hate what they don't understand and fear what they can't conquer. And it's like you started to believe in your own superpowers, which is why like nobody and nothing else can, like, they can't get you to waver anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like these fleeting individuals, it's like, you know who you are now, you're owning it. And you're an initiate. Like you've been initiated from spirit. Like you are not, this ain't no play. Like everybody talking about, oh, you're chosen, No, everybody ain't chosen. You had to do some work to be chosen. You had to go through some real life experiences. You've had to be like that person that for your entire life, it's just been like you've overcome battle after battle after battle. And the people that was like trying to stomp on you, even in your darkest moments, you still persevered. You can't, it's just like that seed, like, what do they say? Like that rose that grew out of concrete. It's literally, that's how your journey has been. And it's because you are a healer. You are here to help heal the collective. You have some powerful gifts that are here to help heal the collective. And you're very intuitive, very psychic. You go with what you feel. And that's what's been your spiritual GPS, like your spiritual compass. Your inner compass has led the way, along with you connecting to your higher self. And you also been like, look at that. Like I'm just seeing like this ray of light like exude from you. You can see from the heart chakra, this could be the heart and the solar plexus, but it's like this light just exudes from you. And it's like the good attracts to it as well as the bad. The light and the dark will attract to that. But it's like you just have this powerful energy that's very magnetic. Wow. And then bam, there goes that man holding the heart. So this man knows how to talk your love language. This man holding the heart knows how to talk her love language. That's why she's like giving him her ear, like, okay, what you saying? All right, what you talking about? Because he's coming in like speaking her love language, and he knows the journey because he's been on it himself. So this energy, the 44 and the 45, that's 8. So to me, because anything going in the 9 is the number. So that 44 is 8, that reduces to 8. So that's that wish fulfillment. That's also, with that 8, that's someone coming in. That's someone coming in, and this connection is going to be very strong, very solid, because I feel like it's built on something solid. This is someone who also wears their heart on their sleeve. Like, they're not afraid to emote. They're going to be very attentive, affectionate, even if this is a feminine energy. Like, you're not going to have to guess how this person feels. They're not going to dismiss your feelings. You know what I'm saying? When you have something to say, and when you want to express yourself, they're not going to shut you down. Like, it's not toxic. This is someone that's going to be very attentive and present. And he's going to earn, and she is going to earn your love, earn your trust. If this is something that you're open to, I think also with pride, maybe your pride could get in the way. And that's why Spirit is like, look, you got to dead that if this is something you genuinely want. Maybe that may not be like on your priority list, but for some of you all, you do have love coming in, and this is real love. Like, this is a man who's holding his heart the same as you. And it's because you both have experienced many challenges in life and overcame them. This is powerful. So this Magician in the Mirror on the bottom of the deck, when we pull who or what you're attracting to you. So patience is the form of action. Patience is also, it's important, as I said, especially when you're making decisions, life-changing decisions. You got to be patient with it, and you got to trust the process. But this imagination that you are tapping into by means of visualizations, maybe you are like visualizing things as they are, in addition to utilizing your alchemical force. But this is like a sorcerer. This is someone who has divine knowledge and wisdom and knows how to like co-create with source. That's a powerful energy, and you're being very patient with it. That's beautiful. So why is this 2 patience here? For who or what our beloved Scorpios are attracting to them field. So that card came right back out. Let me finish my shuffle. Beloveds. Okay. So we have the Magician in the Mirror. So you're being very patient because you are very specific about what you want. That's another thing that's very key. People just think that if they do mantras and they just, call in something, like, I want a new job, and they think that's, Spirit's going to give you a job, but then it's going to be stressful. You're going to have 50 billion tasks. It's going to be more money, but it's like, they're going to make you work for that money. So it's like, you have to be very specific. You have to be look at that. I told y'all, you had the deceit card show up and envy. So you got a lot of deception and a lot of envy. And that's what we're about to pull with the teaching and learning card for what's hidden. So let's finish our build on who or what you're attracting to you feels. So this is the energy here. So Spirit is saying, be very specific when it comes to your prayers, when it comes to even your manifestations, because you may get what you want, but you may be sorry. That's why they be like, be careful what you ask for, because you might get it. So when you are manifesting, when you are calling in, when you're doing any type of ritual work, be very specific. I mean, on down to the T. You know what I'm saying? The type of supervisor you want, or the type of work you want, the type of work environment, the type of colleagues, the type of pay, work-life balance. Like, you got to be very specific so that Spirit knows what you want, because otherwise they're just going to bring you a new job, and it's going to be more stressful than the last, or it's going to have toxic environment. So you got to be very specific. And that's why Spirit is like, look, be patient, figure out what it is you want, and then ask. And so intuitively, that's what you're doing. You're tapping in to discover that. We also have community. So your angels, your spirit team have been assisting you as I initially felt. And they also see that you got angels coming out in this reading. So you do have a lot of support and assistance. I feel like you're manifesting something that is like where you're, again, prioritizing you, especially with follow your dreams. Like, this is something you want. This is not something that, others expect you to do. Like, a lot of times in people's traditions, like, I know a lot of, my African friends, like their maternal and paternal figures, they expect them to become doctors. Like, everybody got to be a doctor. And it's like someone is shying away from doing what's expected of them, and they're doing what they feel they want to do, what makes them feel alive, what comes second nature, what's just, innate for them. That's what that second chakra is all about, standing in your power and going after what you believe in. And your angels and your guides are assisting you with this. So it's like, this is like an answer to a prayer. And there goes that appreciation. So this appreciation is also saying, like, appreciate what you have. Attitude of gratitude is very important as well. It's like, don't focus solely on material. You know, you have to balance the practical and the spiritual. So it's like, you know, be thankful for what you have, all of what you have, even the things that, you know, that we take for granted. When I wake up in the AM, first thing I say before even my feet touch the ground is thank you for the gift of life. Thank you for another day. You know what I'm talking about? So even something as simple as that, just being thankful, being in that attitude of gratitude, thanking universe, source, the divine, most high God, just for the breath of life, just for your ability to strive and you know, have a roof over your head, food to eat, whatever it is. So that energy is really about that being in that attitude of gratitude, and that will propel you forward. That will bring about the success and the victories. So this envious energy is sitting here lurking, watching, clocking. Like I said, you got some spies, you got some folks that is just very, very deceptive and very envious of you. These are people that are even kind of like beguiling, because they could be smiling in your face, and all the while they just sitting here just envious and jealous. And it's something that you're doing. It's the transformation that you have made. You know, these could be the very people that broke your heart, disappointed you. These could be the very people that tried to sabotage opportunities and you overcame, and you're showing just how strong you are, showing just how, you know, how powerful you are. And they are envious of this because this is something they don't tap into themselves. So that is an energy, you know, of someone who is definitely watching and clocking you. And you are protected because your angels have showed up repeatedly in this reading. So let's tap in. Why is this 57 teaching and learning here for what's hidden for our beloved collective? Let me get a message of peace, power, and protection. Whoa. All right. There's a lot of messages. Do I want all of these? So I got a card stuck in my hand. All right. Spirit said no. I'm going to put these back in the deck. I'm going to give them a bang, bang, boogie. Look at that hostile energy. I can't make this up on the bottom of the deck. So these folks is hostile. They mad because you doing you. How you going to be mad because somebody is doing? I think what they're mad at is also you've established boundaries, because I'm also getting that. You've walked away. You've left the miserable folks alone, and you just focused on the self. You focused on healing thyself, loving thyself, and now you know thyself, and you know better than to deal with those negative, low vibrational ass energies. And they're seeing you just in your power. And it's making them hostile. They're in competition. Thank you, Spirit. And so we have, this is what they're trying to do. Have you all stuck, stagnant. That's why the pride is there. That will have you trapped in your head as well. I was getting that earlier, like, you know, fog, mental confusion, indecision. You know what I'm talking about? But let's see what came out. So this 57, teaching and learning. The envy card came right back out. So these folks is not only, yeah, how you, oh my goodness. This, I'm telling you, the energy is so thick of people being envious. And it's like the envy and the jealousy is so real, because it's like they're seeing some real folks do they mofo thing. Like they doing the work, they putting in the work. They ain't just talking about it, they being about it. And they're envious, because it's like these are the very people that were sabotaging and trying to set you up and gossiping and lying and doing all type of ish behind your back, and you didn't know, and you still overcame. That's why perseverance came out the gate. Like you persevered past things you ain't even know what's going on. And that's why the angels showed up. That's why Spirit was like 444 out the gate, because they heard them conversations y'all didn't even know was taking place. They was hearing people trying to line you up, set you up, gossiping, lying. They heard all of the things that you didn't know. You felt it when you was around it. You know what I'm talking about? Which is why you established boundaries. But that's why this envy is here, because they literally hating. These are people that are in close vicinity. These can be colleagues, family members. These could be people you may call friends. You know, jealousy and envy comes from people close to you, you know, people who have access to you, because they can only be jealous if they have some type of connection. You know, they have to know where you came from in order to see where you are now to have a reason to be jealous. And sometimes people are jealous and they don't even know the half of your story or your journey or what you've been through. And that's a crazy energy to deal with. But what we have here is the goddess of the moon. So that's you manifesting. You know, this is something that you have been calling in. This also is showing that these are hidden enemies, secret enemies. But your intuition has already forewarned you of these energies that are lurking. So it's like you're still manifesting, you're still utilizing that element of the moon, which represents the intuition, which also represents the emotions, because the ocean is your energy in motion. So it's like you're picking up on the envy, on the disdain. And this 20, that deals with judgment. So whoever these people are, they will get judged. They will have to deal with their actions. Whatever it is they do, just like I said earlier, like whatever seed you've sowed in the past, they are going to harvest, whether good or bad. So these individuals that have wasted time being jealous and envious, they also are going to reap what they sow. But you're manifesting something here. They're watching you manifest. You see how this goddess, she's a goddess, which means, like I said, you have reached a level of self-mastery where you know how to utilize the elements around you. You're utilizing celestial energy around you. And she's manifesting something. And that's what they're watching in envy. Look at this. I can't make this ish up. Yo, I didn't know. I'm telling you, look at this crazy energy. You teaching your haters. Let the haters hate. You're literally teaching your haters. These are people preying on your downfall, beloved. This goddess, this is what they're hating on. The fact that you're a whole goddess, a whole god out here, and you got your back turned to these like fools anyway. Like you're literally not paying attention to them. You're not. The way it lays on my deck is like your back is turned. Your back is literally turned to them. And they're trying to manipulate. These are people that try to get in your head. See that? These are the people that's trying to have you tied up and confused, conflicted. You see how she's wearing this big old headdress? And that's through like verbal, like warfare. Remember the war that we saw earlier? And I was hearing spiritual warfare, but that's what these people cast upon you. Like they try to, they throw darts your way. They wish you harm. They hope things fail for you. They don't want to see you win. They give you evil eye. They send you evil eye, but you're still persevering, shining, growing, evolving, ascending, transforming, like you're still doing you. And they're literally flabbergasted. How with everything that I'm doing, with all this that I'm throwing at them, how are they still standing? How is she still a goddess? How is she still standing here after all that I've done to try to destroy what she's building or what he's building? I'm telling you, I can't make this up. With this all tied up, that five is literally like that conflict, that hostility, that competitive energy. You got people that are in secret competition with you and you have no clue. These people are literally, they're trying to tie you up, bind you, and you can wiggle your way out of there if you just use your own intuition. If you just use your own intuition and not get caught up in the foolishness, in the foolery. The way you get past this energy is you ignore it. These are attention whores. These are people that need your attention. They require your attention in order for whatever they're doing to succeed. And you have to be wise about it as well. Like I said, you are the high priest, high priestess, because how they feel about you is you are a high priest or high priestess. You have to be, because with this healer of the ages and all of this energy, it's like you obviously know how to protect your energy. You know how to heal. You know how to purge. You know how to purify. You know how to cleanse yourself. So they're very aware. So they see you as very powerful. They see you as a magical being. And this is pissing them off. They're mad. They're big mad. We saw hostility show up several times. This is powerful. Why is this 19 here for the outcome for our beloved collective? Let me get a message. This is very interesting. It's funny because I literally called it. You got some folks that it's like, can you find something better to do with your time? So this card here is kind of sticking out and I'm going to take that. So financial constraints. So this is what they could be trying to prey on you. But with this 19 pride, that 10, like I said, that 1, that ego energy, something that you could have been doing, like probably like persistent. It's like, because you're stuck in your ways. I'm going to do this way, that way. It's like whatever you're doing, it's like you're coming out of that train of thought. And the more you like hold on to something, this could even be like, something that's draining you of your energy. Even if it's a job, you can't stand it, but you're like, I got to do this because I got to make ends meet. But it's like, spirit is like, this is sucking you dry. Even if you go to the job and you don't have no energy to like perform at a high function, it's like, that is not the job for you. It's like your ego is telling you, I can't. Your pride is telling you, I can't walk away if I don't have X, Y, and Z lined up. It's like spirit is telling you, like, this is literally more of a detriment than it is like a blessing. Just to have a job is not enough. Like you have to have something that is really going to make you feel fulfilled, especially in this junction of your life. And with this 13, that's like the death. Like when you change the way you look at that, then stability can come. You know, that 13 is the death. So that's like the death of doing things in the same way, same manner. And look at this indecision. Oh, my cards are upside down. This indecision. So there's a choice and a decision you have to make. You know, because it's like you can't keep doing things the same way and expect different results. That's almost what I'm hearing. And with this indecision, you're like stuck at this fork in the road. This is what's on the bottom of the deck. I'm going to get one more card to clarify. Divine Spirit of Peace, Power, and Protection. Why is this 19 pride and this 13 financial constraint here for the outcome for my beloved collective? And I do feel like, I feel this person, whoever this is, this could be a boss. This could be a supervisor. This could be fellow colleagues. It's like they're like jealous and envious. Maybe you were getting like you were in the spotlight. Like I said earlier, like you could have been employee of the month and someone is just preying on your downfall, hoping that like, you know, just kind of trying to defame your character, gossiping around the office, like just spreading rumors and lies. And everything in your spirit is like, yo, I need to leave. You know, this is not like, this ain't even what I want to do, but I damn sure don't want to be here dealing with all of this nonsense. And I feel like you're just going to finally like surrender to what your spirit tells you. Spirit, let me get one more message. All right. They gave it to me. Look at that. So door to personal healing and happiness. So when you walk through the door, then it's like when you finally leave and walk away, you got the door to personal healing and happiness. Look at all this happiness there, the rainbows, the doves. This is like a rebirth. This is like something that restores the balance in your life, that spiritual equilibrium. You know, this is like, and patience is here as well. So patience is a form of action, like I said, you know, but good things take time to create. So whatever this is with this 16, that tower is how I see this 13, because that's like the death of the old, because 16 deals with the tower. So you can see clearly there's like a clock. So I feel divine timing is of essence. So it's like the sooner you walk away from this nonsense, you know, dealing with these old miserable ass folks, the sooner you could walk into your door to peace, you know, personal healing and happiness. And of course, divine timing is always of essence, but it's like destroy so you can rebuild on a solid foundation. And that's why I was picking up, like, be very specific about what you're calling in, what you're drawing in, what you're asking for. Like, be very specific about what you're manifesting, because I feel some of you all are manifesting like a new career opportunity, or you're manifesting something new. And it's like, because you're dealing with this, you may have a toxic boss, you may have toxic colleagues. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all might actually enjoy the work you do, but it's like you can't stand your colleagues and they can't stand you because you're great at what you do. You know, maybe some of you just don't like your supervisor, but you love the work. Whatever the case may be, I absolutely feel like, you know, when you step away, because this is like the one, because that 10 breaks down to 1, and 10 to me is about an ending. You know, it's a lot like wrapping up a cycle. And we saw that 9 completion earlier. So I feel like this could be a chapter of your life. The spirit is saying, look, you know, this is going to cause whatever this is that's causing financial constraints. It may not be that you're like struggling financially, but it's like you may live check to check, you know, where it's like you may have just enough to pay all your bills, but then not enough to do things that you enjoy, or to invest in your dreams, or to take a trip every now and then. So it's like, yo, in order to come out of this, you know, you may have to walk away from something. You may have to plan, strategize, prepare, so that you can finally have this door to personal healing and happiness. But that's a beautiful energy, and I'm loving that. So let's get some additional messages. And then I'm going to take some of y'all, like if y'all have some, you know, some questions y'all want answered, I'm open to that. Where, oh, there it is. Okay. I'm open to answering some questions if y'all have any. I just want to clarify these messages with actual tarot cards. And my mouth is cotton dry. Who do we have playing on the playlist? Let's see what we got. So what do we have? Who is this? Aina Breon. And this is called Brown Skin. Someone could be from Chi-Town. Someone's name could be Aina. Someone could be brown skinned. Someone could be like just a very bronze colored, chocolatey, some of you all. That's for some. So let's get some tarot cards. Which cards? I want to use the dark grimoire because we had that devil and that envy card, the deceit and the envy. I always liken this to the devil because of the simple fact that it says deceit and he looks creepy. So, and I always think of the 7 deadly sins when I see that 7 there. So on the bottom of the deck, look at that. Strength. So this is what they're envious of. This is what they can't stand. This is why they have to use tricks. This is why they have to be beguiling, because they recognize your strength. So they have to lie. They have to be beguiling. That's what I was picking up. But you ain't falling for the okie doke, because like I said, energy is transferable. You can feel their energy before they even open up the mouth. You can feel this energy. They don't have to say anything. This person kind of come around you, your freaking hairs on the back of your neck starts opening up. Your stomach drops. Like you could feel that energy because you speak energy. So this energy right here with brown, I'm getting from the brown, stay grounded. Okay, so a card just jumped out and I'm going to take it. And who is that? That is the Queen of Pentacles, beloved. So this card just jumped out. And when things just jump out of my hand, I don't feel that's an accident. I don't feel it's by happenstance. I feel that spirit saying, here, take this. So that's what we're seeing here. So you persevering and overcoming and reaching a level of self-mastery is also confirmed by this Queen of Pentacles. You're going to have your coins. You're going to have stability. You're very grounded. This energy of the Queen of Pentacles is someone who is very financially content. So whatever that concern was previously, it's like you got your ducks in a row. You're not playing. And you see, she's holding that coin the same way the queen, this woman holding the heart is. So it's like you're being very, very protective, of what it is that you have worked hard for. There's like this energy of like, mine, I've worked for this, but be mindful not to just be so like I said, humble is the best way to go about things. You can still be humble. You can still be kind. Don't be nice. Nice means that insinuates you're foolish. Like people will try to trick you. You know what I'm saying? When you nice, it's like you have a motive, but be kind. Kind is, it's pure hearted. You know what I'm talking about? Like if nobody's in need, and I'm not saying the same people that was doing this type of ish. I'm talking about like, just regular people. Like if somebody is in need and you have the means to support or help, nobody's telling you to block that off. You know what I'm saying? That's why this pride here is here also, because it ain't about just blocking people out and having boundaries. It's like you block out what's unnecessary, but you have to also be receptive to have, to receive what it is that you desire. So this Queen of Pentacles and the woman holding the heart, that to me shows not only are you financially fulfilled, but you're emotionally fulfilled. You have established solid foundations. You have this inner wisdom, this illumination. It's like you are absolutely like you're in a great place right now. And this strength card is here for who or what you're attracting to you. So I feel like this strength that you exude, this love of self, like I said, it makes you more attractive, which is why you are attracting, all types of energy. I also feel you have a very healing and nurturing nature about you. Like you're very healing. People get around you and they just automatically, they just feel the sense of calm. They feel the sense of love or the sense of peace around you. It's like you have a very warm energy. They even may feel healed around you because you are healing, you have a healing nature. And we got Nicole Buss, and it's you. And I'm talking about how people feel around you. So someone feels that you, and sees your strength, your courage, your wise dome. You weren't always that. You had to transform into that. And even when you're in your power, like I said, that just makes you more attractive when you are in your power, when you're being your authentic self. So divine spirit of peace, power, and protection. We got the Emperor here along with the strength. So this Emperor is observing you. So this Emperor could represent this person that speaks your love language, as we saw, because you have someone that was matching your fly. They matching your fly, beloved, with this man holding a heart and woman holding a heart. That is a suit. And I already was feeling like you was in an Empress, a divine feminine energy, ladies, whoever was watching. Even the goddess of the moon came out, which also confirms that you are in your bag if you are water signs. But this Emperor is watching. This Emperor is like kind of observing, almost in that same energy of like learning and observing. Maybe they're learning how to perhaps approach you, perhaps learning more about you, your likes, your interests, so that they could perhaps spark a conversation. Or maybe someone is doing a background check, for a job, but this energy right here is just showing me that there's someone kind of mustering up the strength perhaps to approach you or come towards you. So let's tap it. So let's clarify these messages, beloved. I'm going to get one more message to clarify the overall energy, but that Queen of Pentacles chose itself. Let's see what we got coming in, going out, going on. Divine Spirit, peace, and protection. Get one more shuffle, and then we're going. Now, there goes that Hangman, and who is that? That is the Ace of Wands. So yeah, someone is totally recognizing their attraction. Someone is definitely like seeing things from a different perspective. With that Hangman, it's almost like if you look at that, it looks very suicidal to me. I don't know if someone had some sort of suicidal ideation, someone struggled with like pills, some like prescription pills, or maybe someone was drinking a lot, because that too could be the reason why this devil is here. Because the devil has addictions and afflictions. The devil also encourages that. We have M1 on the beat and Crystal sing that. So when I'm talking about someone drinking, someone could have like drunk a lot of Crystal, or they drunk a lot of alcohol. Maybe someone was an alcoholic. Someone struggled with that. Maybe someone suffered. Like I said, maybe someone that and I send my condolences if someone that may have committed suicide by hanging. This is coming through. And I'm seeing with the Fool here, someone could be from the UK as well. But I'm seeing here with the Fool, it's like maybe someone feels like they hung themselves, like they literally hung themselves and they want a fresh start. I'm getting death from that. Definitely getting a death. So Divine Spirit, okay. It's the last one. There goes that broken heart. I just saw the Three of Swords. See that? See how you're like very protective. Usually the Three of Swords looks all like, self-loathsome, almost like just sad and sorry. And she is not falling for the okie doke. Even all these demons someone is sending her way, all the gossip mongering, like see how she's protecting her heart. She has her arms crossed over her heart because she's not falling for the okie doke. So this is someone in their power, even after being hurt. And that's almost how this person perceives you. It's like, damn, we did all of that and they still strong. They're not falling for it. You see how these demons is gossiping and screw, like literally trying to scare you into like, whatever. And it's like, you're not falling for it. You might be waking up during those witching hours. They could be sending all kind of demons and goblins and goblins. But like you're solid in the fact that your angels are with you and protecting you. And that's what's carried you this entire way. And we got Jeff Buckley. Everybody wants you. And when I heard that, I heard like everybody wants you because, as I said earlier, the Empress is very attractive. The Emperor is very attractive. Everybody wants to be with them. And everybody wants to be them. You know what I'm talking about? So it's like they may want to be with you, but they also want to be you. So they want to replace you. And that's what jealousy and envy is. It's like they'll never give credit where it's due. They could get all the inspiration. They can learn from you, but they will never tell others, oh, I learned this from such and such. They will never do that. They'll steal your credit. You know what I'm talking about? Like they'll steal the credit that you deserve to make themselves feel good. But it says everybody here wants you. So everybody in this scenario that's popping up, they want you. I'm hearing these people want to control you. This is sickening, man. They want to trap you. But this Three of Swords, you're not falling for it. You see that protective? That's a protective body language. Like you are protecting your heart the very way you are here. Because you've learned from past mistakes, past circumstances. So let's tap in. Let me cut this deck. Get our messages for our beloved collectives. I appreciate y'all for riding with me. Let me tap in and see what you guys are saying. Hit that Boston truth. Yes, Gully. What's going on, my sister? How are we? Lead them where they exactly where they had you effed up. I know that's right, Finesse. For real, you got me jacked all the way up. Sleeves is falling down. Pull up. Are you talking about my sleeves? All love. Infinite love, beloveds. Infinite love. I'm going to do one more. Heard one more. Bottom of the deck will be the overall energy. I just wanted to get an additional message. And there goes the 10 of Pentacles. Or what is that? Yep, the 10 of Pentacles. So that 10 of Pentacles, that is just confirming this level of stability, this level of self-sufficiency that you have been able to acquire, beloveds. So these are your cards. You know, when you persevere, work through the nonsense and all of that, you acquire this 10 of Pentacles, which just, this literally means like you have a solid foundation. This is happy house, happy spouse vibes. This is having a happy family. This is the home, the hearth. This is wills, generational wealth. But you also have a sense of emotional fulfillment here in addition to that, which leads me to believe that you do have like a divine counterpart coming in. But this Queen of Pentacles, you could do good by yourself. You've rebuilt, you know, even when all was like bet against you and everybody was against you, it's like you was able to rebuild. You stayed focused. You kept your eyes on the prize and you rebuilt. And that's the energy. That's the energy of the chosen. That's the true energy of those who've overcome and persevered and was resilient in those circumstances. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So here's an offer. This offer, like I said, is taking time. Good things take time to create. But someone genuinely wants you. Someone's name could be Jeff or Buckley. You know what I'm talking about? Like somebody really is wanting to make an offer. This is like a gesture, a kind gesture. Not only are they offering love, but perhaps just something tangible. Maybe they'll offer like a letter to express how they feel, or maybe they will say something that will be very healing, that will offer some confirmation. Maybe this is just a sense of you, you know, like you pursuing your goals and putting your energy and your time into something that you feel like this innate connection to. Maybe a skill, maybe a hobby, maybe something you haven't done in years. It's like you're getting back to that, you know, and maybe someone will come along the way and support you in that. Maybe you are opening up, you know, or starting to tap into your healing abilities. Maybe you are setting up like your own website to be like a life coach, or like I said earlier, a Reiki healer, or maybe you're offering some sort of spiritual consultations and you're going to attract your tribe. This is beautiful. Spirit is supporting you in this as well. When you follow your dreams and you're true to you, there's always a happy ending that occurs. So Divine Spirit, why is the 85 follow your dreams, 51 healer of the ages, 45 man holding the heart here, for who or what our beloved collective is attracting to them? These cards are still stuck in my hand, so I am going to take those as well. So we have the King of Swords. So there is a conversation. There's somebody that is expressing something. That King of Swords is on the bottom of the deck when we pull how, who, or what you're attracting to you feel about you. So we have Gil Scott Heron. This is the battle. So someone has been going through some sort of battle. Yeah, this is the battle of the heart, because this is someone that feels like they've missed some sort of opportunity. Didn't I say someone could be sending you a letter to express something? And you can see clearly this person is penning a letter, but they're not happy with how the words are coming out. So they're battling their heart and their mind. Someone's name could be Gil Scott or Heron, first, middle, or last. Gil Scott Heron is the one that sung The Revolution Will Not Be Televised. And there's a big moon behind that. So this is someone that's like, they are deep in their emotions. And when I hear the revolution will not be televised, I'm just feeling like this is something that you won't expect. There's a tower off in the back also. So this is someone that did go through a tower moment or experience some sort of ending. That's why they missed an opportunity. Maybe they were already in another connection, or maybe this is something that you could have been grappling with in terms of your next steps, or feeling this feeling of like discontent and boredom. You know, maybe trying to write that resignation letter to your supervisor, to follow your heart, to go after your dreams. It's like you're feeling discontent and bored. You could be up late at night, like thinking like, I can't stand this job. I got to go back there in 5 hours, 3 hours. But it's like, as the healer, it's like you have the means, you have the method, you have the ability to manifest. You can see clearly with the hands, like those hands, it's like you can change your circumstance. And with this man holding a heart, I just feel like this is somebody very compassionate, very empathic. very caring. Maybe that's who you are attracting or manifesting as a next, like maybe your next supervisor or whomever. But that's the energy I was picking up. Next, we have the Queen of Cups. So this is an energy of someone who has a lot of love for self. And that's what I'm feeling is like when you love yourself, you're going to do what feels right, sits right in your spirit. You're not settling anymore. And you see, even she's holding her cup like away. She's not handing it. It's not extended. It's like to her side. Like, I will hand it to whomever. So it's like you're making a choice about what you wish to participate in. And if you look closely on the back of her throne, there is a first eye. So you're using your intuition to choose wisely. Your angels and your guides are also telling you to do that. This is right above her crown chakra. So you could be getting downloads, dreams. You could be going out in nature. You could be seeing angel numbers on back of license plates on buildings. You could be bumping into animal totems. You could be finding feathers. You could just be feeling certain sensations, but there is some sort of download that's coming through, and Spirit's telling you, trust your intuition with that 6. That's your first eye. So they're telling you, use your first eye to see. I feel you also know people are watching. People are stalking. Let me correct that. There's a difference between watching and then you got these old folios. These are 2 folios. There could be more. You know what I'm saying? It could be 2 people or it could be 7, up to 7 folks that are miserable and they love talking and bumping their gums. There goes the 3 of Pentacles. So this is collaboration. This is even you mastering your craft. And by people seeing how invested and ambitious and focused you are, it's like they make them, it kind of makes them want to align with you and collaborate because they know whatever you're going to do is going to blow up. It's going to be successful. This is powerful. We also have the Fool. So this is like a fresh start. This is taking a leap of faith also. So you have to get out of your fears. Your fears, nothing more, like I said, than false expectations appearing real. So don't be afraid to take the leap. Sometimes you got to take the leap. Sometimes you got to be uncomfortable to get comfortable. But this Fool is showing me that there is, look at all these haters. Look at all these demons, goblins, goblins. Why you always got to have these type of energies like lurking and watching. You see what I'm saying? And to them, you appear to be bound, stuck, tied up. But there's this light illuminating another path. And I feel that's what your angels are showing you, is that there is a whole other path. And you're only stuck if you see yourself as stuck. You know what I'm talking about? So it's like all these, they're just waiting to see what your reaction is going to be. And you have to, you have to see that there is always an opportunity. If you look back here, that's what he's doing. He's envisioning. He's starting to use visualization. He's starting to realize like he could change his reality. Because if you look here, there's a whole new path. All around him is all these goblins and goblins, but he's imagining himself free and away from all of this negativity. So that is like taking a leap. That is also like an opening. That's some sort of opening that can present itself if you just believe. Like you got to believe, you got to know. But this Fool, that is the path of someone that is not afraid. Like be like, the Fool just takes chances, but calculated risk. You got to take calculated risks is what I just heard. Like Spirit corrected me. So let's tap in. So with this King of Swords here, we have the King of Swords. We're about to pull for who or what you're attracting to you, how they feel about you. So with this King of Swords, that is that energy of chopping away whatever does not serve your highest good. That also shows with this Magician, being able to speak truth to power, standing in your power, your angels helping you to see clearly what you need to see. Whenever I see this community, that's the support, that's having people show up, like your angels show up for you when you're in a bind, when you're in crisis, when things seems like they're in disarray. But this King of Swords here, maybe this energy of appreciation, it's like you're getting a different perspective, having a whole new insight or outlook on, what you have been able to acquire and how you can maintain it by just appreciating the little things. Like I said earlier, like that attitude of gratitude. But I also feel you cut yourself free from people, places, and things that no longer were serving you, because you may have received like those downloads by you just being as intuitive and psychic as you are, or discerning as you are. You were able to see through the illusions, the ill use of your ions. You know, you were able to see that you was dealing with folks or had people around you that were very negative. So let's tap in. So what we have right now, we got Ghostface Killer, and this is Back Like That, featuring Neo. Someone could be from Staten Island or New York, or someone you're connected to could be from those places. But with Back Like That, I feel like somebody, like I'm instantly hearing like, you know, when someone tries to get you back, it's like they're trying to, what is that? It's like they're trying to get revenge, or they're trying to seek some sort of revenge. And so that's what this energy is feeling like they're plotting, scheming, scamming, waiting for an opportunity to get you back, maybe because you cut them off. And you see this king is like carrying this head. So let's tap in. So why is this 2 patience, the 53, the magician and the mirror, the 7 community, 36, the 2nd chakra, and the 15 appreciation here for how, who, or what our beloved collective is attracting to them. Let me get a message. And I feel with ghosts, you cut them off, like you disappear, like out of sight, out of mind. And we have the Ace of Wands. So you have a fresh start. And we got the 8 of Pentacles. This is what you've been doing. Busy, busy, busy. So with Back Like That, that's what you did. You turn pain into power. You super focused on your goals, super focused on what you're doing. It's like you're not focusing on the haters. You're not even focusing on these people. You too busy. You too busy like evolving and ascending and becoming spiritually enlightened. Like you got better work to do than to be perturbed or worried about other people. This is somebody who is mastering their craft and minding their damn business in the process. You know what I'm talking about? So somebody feels like you ghosted them. And not only did you ghost them, but just like you kind of transformed and elevated somehow. And I was feeling like you was mastering something, like you got some sort of grand idea, something came to you and you just been working on that. We got the Ace of Wands here as well. So this is confirming that there's a fresh start. There's something new and exciting that's transpiring. And that's another reason why these haters are here, because this fresh start is something that is like, it may come unexpectedly. This is movements. This is you taking off. Somebody's definitely like very obsessed, because I get like, when I think of the Ace of Wands, it's a very fallacious number, you know, so this could be somebody obsessed or possessive. I feel like you also have somebody very attracted to you, because the goddess is very attractive, even if you're masculine. I'm hearing self-pleasure. So somebody is just like sitting up at night looking at pictures and Lord of mercy. So we got Getz IC3. So Getz. So somebody could definitely be from Europe. He's a UK rapper. With IC3, I'm just feeling like UC3, that's the third eye. Y'all call it the third eye, I call it the first. So someone is seeing with their first eye to navigate. And that's what I was literally picking up, especially with the goddess of the moon, that you're using your intuition, your discernment, and you're seeing, you know, you're seeing like this 3 to me is like, the 3 is given like the 3 of swords, you know, like you see 3. You see 3 swords, or you see 3, like someone sees you as the empress or the emperor, because that 12 breaks down to the 3, which is the empress. So someone may see you as the empress. And that's another reason why you have males and females, regardless of who you are. You got males and females that are jelly, males and females that see your worth and value. And they see that you also know your worth and value. I feel that that's something that you may not have seen before, which is why they were able to play these little dumbass games for as long as they did. But you know what they say, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And that's what they about to win. It's about, not only are they cut off, but they about to get chin checked by your angels and your guides, because they're not having it no more. So the Ace of Wands, they're going to have to sit and watch you rise like the phoenix from the ashes. So why is this 57 teaching and learning, 52 goddess of the moon, the 20 envy, and the 25 deceit here for who or what, for what's hidden in the energy for our beloved collective. Let me get a message of peace, power, and protection, spirit. Yeah, someone now gets that you are an empress, and that they get it now because they had to sit on their ass, sacrificial position, to watch you ascend, to watch you grow, to watch you put in that work, turning pain, whatever the pain was that they inflicted, You know, remember that queen, that queen, she was sitting there like, what? I don't care. Like, yeah, you hurt me, but I'm past that. Like, a lot of people don't realize some people literally use that pain as fuel to level up. So why is, okay, thank you, Spirit. They spit that one out. Like, here you go. I see these two cards kind of sitting up, and I'm going to take those as well. Empress, I can't make this up. Whole divine feminine. That's why they big mad. Oh, you big mad, huh? Oh, you mad. I can't make this ish up. I love it. I love it. Y'all ain't playing no games. I love it. Look at that. Hierophant. So you teaching them. That's why you're the teacher. Teacher. You are the teacher. They learning from you. This is what you're doing. You don't realize you're the student and the teacher, beloveds. So this is what you have been doing. You have been teaching these people all along. And not only are they sitting back watching and learning, but they big mad because it's like, damn, how? So you're spiritually strong, mentally strong, emotionally strong. And these are things that they cannot understand it, grasp it, because they have yet to do their own work. They always looking external. They looking external. You know what I'm saying? Her eyes are closed. She's looking internal as she's working with the cosmic energies, as she's working with the elements around her. They looking external and watching somebody else. You see how they just watching somebody else? And she's sitting here so in tune, grounded like a tree, like I said, very much in the energy. And that's where the answers lie. That's that energy of like, you're projecting, beloved. You're projecting. Stop projecting. Let's see what else flew out for you. And we have the Knight of Chalices. So this could be that energy of someone, or is that the Knight? I'm sorry. Yeah, the Knight of Chalices. Or is that the Page? What is the Knave? Is the Knave the Knights or the Page? Whatever it is, this could be someone that could be trying to utilize emotional manipulation, which is why Spirit was saying that you are someone who's very in tune and very psychic. So utilize that. But this right here, this is what they may try to do. Come through with a message. You know, these are people that are still envious and jealous, but they may try to come through. Look at the face. You can't even trust that face. That face doesn't look very trusting. It looks like, I don't, she looks very beguiling. Very beguiling. And the waters are shallow. So she ain't even going to be very deep. See how shallow that is? That's like shallow waters. How you in the ocean and your feet barely is submerged. So that's very shallow. So these are superficial type of energies. They may try to come at you with that. They know you're emotional. So they're like, oh, I know what I could do. I could come in and pretend to have feelings and pretend to be, you know what I'm talking about? And it's like, use your intuition, see past that. That's why this goddess of the moon is here. The 7, that's the crown. Trust what you're feeling. You know, the stomach and the brain. This is the stomach. And the brain, they are one and the same. The stomach is your second brain. So trust what you're feeling, you know, and do not fall for the okie doke, because I feel this is emotional manipulation at its worst. Like, this is like, I don't even feel you'll fall for that. But the Hierophant is a very spiritually strong person. As you can see, that's how they see you. So not only do they see you as a teacher, as a healer, shaman, a light worker, but they know you are also very compassionate. And so they're going to come through with this very, like, you know, fleeting offer. Never trust a big button to smile. Exactamundo. You know, talk about, like, that don't mean nothing. It's the heart. It's what's internal that matters, right? And then we got the King of Pentacles. So you have another suit here. So you got the woman holding a heart, man holding a heart. You got the Queen of Pentacles. Didn't I say y'all was attracting someone that's matching your fly? Because that's the only way you're going to, you know, move forward anyway. And somebody else is trying to be beguiling. I told you had some folks that were like jealous and envious of you, but then you also have some folks that are really aligned with you. You're attracting people that are on your frequency. And it's clear because you got bang, bang, boogie. And then you got a bang, bang, boogie. Let me show you. You got the King of Pentacles. What am I showing you? What am I doing? That's not the cards. You have the Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, right? That's the suit. So that's obviously telling you that this is definitely what you're looking for, because you want somebody that's going to be on your frequency. You ain't trying to play with this type of energy. They sitting around playing games, you know, sitting around with this little tiny offer. What you going to do with that? when you holding your own cup. Like you got your own cup. That ain't nothing. You need somebody that's going to match it and then some, you know. And then you got this energy right here. So that's a suit, you know, and that is the energy that you feel like, okay, you know, this person matches my fly. They speak the same love language. You know, the conversations are very deep. This is like, we got this thing flowing. There's a good banter. We have the same values. This Empress knows her worth and value. Even if you're the Emperor, you don't settle. You ain't playing no games. You're not playing games with anybody. Not even these two fools. These are foolios to think that they can like pull one over on an Empress. You didn't get to Empress status to just get taken out by this old low vibrational ass energy. And they only mad because you have risen to this. This is what I was calling the whole reading. Like you in the divine feminine, divine masculine energy, Empress, Emperor, you know, I'm talking about like a god, a goddess, like you're not playing, you know, and that's another reason, because they literally watched you change and transform. They thought they had you pegged out for one thing, and then you came up out the ashes like this. And look at them sitting there begging, please forgive me. Please. I didn't know. I had no clue. Look at all the people gossiping behind you. The gossip mongers. They thought they was going to cut you. They thought they were going to change people's perspective of you, opinions of you. And you didn't even let that bother you. Like you wasn't even paying attention to the nonsense. In fact, the people they was gossiping, they're going to come to you and be like, you know what such and such said? You're going to be like, I don't even care. They can have that. I hope it works out for them. You don't even care. That's how unbothered you are. You don't care to hear what the hell they had to say because it doesn't matter. It's like, bye. Like, so the Empress is here. So look at that energy. So this is why the door to personal healing and happiness is here, because you got rid of the ego. You got rid of holding on to things that were like holding you back and holding you from your happiness and your peace. You let that ish go. You know what I'm talking about? You let it go. We have the Phil Collins, 2 hearts. Someone's name could be Phil or Collins, but we have 2 hearts here. So with 2 hearts, I'm definitely feeling like that's like, I'm getting like the 2 of Cups energy, someone that matches your fly. That's what the door to personal healing and happiness is here. Because when you heal yourself, then of course, you're going to attract someone also that's on the same frequency and vibration that has also done the work to heal themselves. So you're not going to attract bruised, battered, broken, traumatized, scorned, vengeful, hateful, maniacal ass folks. You're going to attract what you are because you're vibrating higher now. So this Empress vibrates higher. So let's tap in. So 2 hearts are going to, I'm hearing is going to beat as 1 because 2 is balance. So that is 1 when you think of the yin yang. So you're meeting the yin to your yang, yang to your yin. And we have the, that's the Page of Pentacles. So there we have an offer, solid offer, tangible offer that's coming through. This could even be like the beginning of something new, like you working on a new project. I see stability. I see you like really rooted, mind, body, and soul, doing something you absolutely love. Look at all these people hating, like you're running from the negativity. This is the 5 of Swords energy. Look at this mob of people, like just like these are people that are, you're getting away from that. You're getting away from the people that were like, they're projecting, like I said. Like, why does it take this many people to come after this one person? Because you're powerful, because you're anointed, because you're chosen. You know, whenever you see groups of people hating on one person, it is not that one person. It is them groups of people that feel threatened by that one person's light. I've learned that a long time ago when everybody's saying, yeah, I can't stand her. Yeah, me too. She's this and that. I never listen to that nonsense. I befriend the person that they be like, I can't stand her. I befriend them because I know that they're not the problem. It's all them other folks that are like, me too, me too. You too? Yeah, me too. Just following. It's silly. It's like, if you don't stop the nonsense. But this 5 of Swords, I want to get one more message to clarify why this Page of Pentacles. But that's an offer. I'm loving that. Like when you get rid of the pride, the ego, that offer comes through. See how you saying, nah, I'm good. I'm off that. Bye. Got the salesman here trying to sell you dreams. And you're like, nah, I'm good. And they're like, no, this is a chance of a lifetime. You will, and you're like, nah, I'm good. Look at her face. She ain't playing. She ain't playing. He wearing a hood. That's the first sign that his ass is not to be trusted because he's not showing his true self, his authentic self. And look at the Magi, Magi Nation. You're up late at night manifesting what you want, being very intentional, speaking your mantras, doing all of that. And that's why this offer is here. So there's definitely a genuine offer because you know the power you possess. You co-create with Source, and it requires you to tap in. And that's what I was getting with this 19 Pride. When you get out of your way, then you can open up opportunities. This is you manifesting a new opportunity. And here it is. Because remember, you had this 13, and I was just like, if you can't stay in your job, leave your job. You are not obligated to stay at that job if you hate it. Like, I don't care what nobody say. People be so scared to take the leap. That's why the fool showed up. Like, that's the only way change is going to happen, is if you take the leap. You know what I'm talking about? There is levels, you know what I'm saying? And love, the love of self, that's expansive. Fear is constricting. So it's like, love yourself enough to take the leap. But this is what you're doing. You're coming out of the pride, you know, this pride energy of like, you know, the false expectations appearing real or having this false sense of self. And you're saying, you know what? I know my power. I know what I could do. You know, and you're up late at night becoming that alchemist, tapping into that alchemical force. This is this energy. You are manifesting, setting intention, calling in what you want, being specific, asking for what you want, and here you have it. So there's the offer that you were so afraid wasn't going to come. You know what I'm saying? You sitting here with this financial constraint. Like I said, you could be, you know, you could have just enough to pay your bills, but if you're miserable and just paying bills, then that's not living. That's not living life. That's not, you know, enjoying life. And Spirit is like, you don't even know to have. You don't even know what you can have if you just not only believe, but know that this is what you're worth. You know what I'm talking about? You don't even know the half, beloved. So this is that energy right here of just letting you know, like, you manifest. You're manifesting. You're manifesting something new. This is that I manifest card, and you're manifesting it. And here it is. It's like, voila, here it is. Like, door open. What do you want? You know, and not only is it to, you know, financial blessings, but it's also healing. It's your happiness. Your happiness is like all encompassing of everything. And you're not accepting anything that does not excite you, that doesn't align with what you're looking for. You're like, no, I'm good. This is what the 8 of chalices. So you're walking away from things that kept you feeling like emotionally bankrupt, you know, including relationships, friendships, jobs. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the circumstance, it's like you poured so much into it and you felt like you got nothing back. So you walking away from that ish. You ain't sitting there taking that. And we got Miles Davis. Miles Davis, I fall in love too easily. So maybe some of you all kind of fallen in love with someone too easy and you invested so much in that relationship, and now you're choosing yourself. Maybe that relationship drained you. You was like footing the bill, paying all the bills, paying the rent, all. And this person couldn't keep a job, wouldn't hold a job down, wouldn't assist with anything. And so you had to figure out a way to like reestablish yourself or sustain yourself. It was something that had to end out of pride and ego. Maybe you felt like, oh, I have to keep this together because you didn't want other people to be like, oh, your relationship failed, or you didn't want to be alone because all your friends got boyfriends or husbands or fiancés, and you didn't want to be the one in the crew that didn't have that, or whatever the case, vice versa. And it's like you let that ish go and you said, I got to be true to me at the end of the day. Because this 19, that's 1, 13, that reduces to 4. Together, that's 5. So this situation matured you. This situation helped you to grow up, because it definitely was causing a lot of challenges. There could have been secret competition as well. You know, there could have been all type of ish going on. But in the end, this is what you did. You walked away. You know, Miles Davis, someone's name could be Miles Davis. Someone could really love jazz. Someone may have a pet named Miles, or someone may have someone that's Miles. That could be, you know, that could be tuning and tapping in. So let's get some messages from my deck, and then we're going to wrap it up, and then we're going to answer some questions if y'all have any. Okay. So let's see. So, all right, we got I manifest, beloveds. So as I said, you are the Magi, you know, you are the sorcerer. You call in, draw in, ask for what you want, and voila, it appears. So you are manifesting something. Remember when we first started the reading, we had that manifest card, that number 8 card. So I feel like you have a very strong ability to manifest in real time. Like whatever it is you call in or ask for, it manifests somehow. So you are very powerful in that skill. So let's tap in. Let's see what we have coming and going out, going on. What is the overall energy? Who or what is our beloved Scorpios attracting to them? How do they feel? I'm sorry, I said Scorpios, my collective. is attracting to them, who or what, how do they feel, what's hidden in the energy, and what is the overall outcome for the beloved collective. Let me get a message. And I'm not sorry. Some of y'all tuning in are definitely Scorpios because my channel is rooted in Scorpio energy. Okay, there we go. So there goes the first messages. Bottom of the deck. Didn't I say y'all got to have the attitude of gratitude? Be thankful. It's about being thankful. Though you may not drive. What's that? I'm hearing that song in my mind's eye mad loud. A big Cadillac. How does it go? Diamond in the back, sun digging in the scene with a gangster lean. Yeah, that one. Yin and yang, beloved. So this is that energy of being like balanced, being in alignment. This is that equilibrium. This is connecting with your divine masculine, divine feminine, that yin and yang. This is your divine counterpart. This is also you being in harmony. You know, this is you being in harmony with the self. But that yin and yang speaks to balance. And that's why this perseverance is here, because you've had to establish that boundary, that balance in order to persevere, in order to overcome, in order to achieve self-love and to be able to give love to others. Self-love makes you more attractive. And so with that comes harmonic balance. With that comes the Ten of Pentacles, you know, the emotional and financial fulfillment. With that comes your own love of self, where you are being honest about what you desire. We also have lotus position. So I was explaining that you all need to take time to center yourself, be grounded like a tree, meditate to get things straight. That's what this lotus position is all about. It's reminding you to connect with the self, reminding you to like really go within, because that's where the answers are. It's never in other people. You know, you could watch 50 billion readings, but until you tap into yourself, you are never going to know what's best for you. Other people could just tell you from their vantage point, from their perspective. This is good for getting confirmations to know like, oh yeah, I was feeling that. Thank you, check. But to just be like, can you tell me what to do? Can you tell me how to do this? Like, don't be looking so hard for answers external to self, because you could be misled. You know what I'm talking about? So the lotus position is reminding you to go within, always go within. And it also strengthens your ability to see, you know, it strengthens your intuition. It strengthens your discernment. It strengthens that ability to pick up on, you know, energy. You know what I'm talking about? So that's a powerful message. So this attitude of gratitude is on the bottom of the deck when we pull who or what you're attracting to you. Remember, we had that appreciation card, and that's what was really like reminding me of this energy is like, yo, like she's sitting here focused on this one little flower and she's around a bed of flowers. It's like appreciate the whole, appreciate it all. You know, don't just get so fixated on one thing. Appreciate and value everything that you have. Some of you may not have what you want, but try to find the good in it, you know, and still change the circumstance if you don't like it. But don't get fixated on what you don't like. You know, like still wake up with an attitude of gratitude, because you will attract more to you when you are in that attitude of gratitude. Complaining begets complaining. You will just find more reasons to complain, because that's what you want to attract to you. Sitting around, I can't stand these people at my job. I can't stand this supervisor. Don't be in that energy. Like I said, be very intentional when you're manifesting something different, and just say, you know, I am open. You know, I manifest a supervisor that is down to earth, very compassionate, caring, real, you know what I'm saying, is cool. And the gang, my colleagues are very confident in themselves. The whole team is thriving, like manifest in that way, not like get me away from these miserable people who talk about like, you know, it's like be very intentional, be very specific about what you want as well. If you want peace, if you want work-life balance, ask for that. If you want a different pay, ask for that. If you want great benefits, ask for that. If you want to be able to you know what I'm saying, to travel, ask for that. If you want to work remotely, ask for that. Like be specific. You know what I'm talking about? But let's tap in. So why is this 85? Why are these cards? Thank you, Spirit. Attitude of gratitude came right back out. So the attitude of gratitude, I feel that that's why, you know, with this 85, follow your dreams. That's what you're attracting to you. By you, maybe you already do, like you wake up to like affirmation, AM affirmations. You may wake up and have like some things that you say, maybe mantras, maybe you sit and meditate, maybe you do sound therapy, maybe you do yoga, but it's like you show gratitude in the way that you wake up each day. And that's why you're open now to like following your dreams. And that's why you're now realizing what your purpose is, what your passion is. Maybe you're realizing you have a healing, a healing gift. And so you are following that, and that's making you more, you're just more thankful. You're feeling more appreciative. And I see, forgive me, I know I broke your trust. That's on the bottom of the deck for when we pull how, who, or what you're attracting to feels about you. But so this energy of attitude of gratitude, I feel that also makes you more open to receiving, as we can see here, because someone just like, because the attitude of gratitude is like, love is an inside job. And so when you start loving yourself, then you start attracting people that can recognize that love within you, because it just kind of accentuates the love they have within themselves. This is a new perspective that you could be having. Maybe you've also like been kind of just tapping into your skills. You've been honing something, working on something very passionate, and you're just very thankful, very honored, very humble. We have also the Queen of Cups. So that's again, like you following your dream, you following your path, you doing what you feel is best for you. And with this energy here, that 4 cups, maybe there's this sense of like, missing something. That was the initial feelings, like you're missing out on something. And this is just all the more reason why you're following that calling. There's like this inner compass or this unearthing, as I said earlier, that's happening, that's taking place. And you're just discovering your gifts. Many of you are shamans and healers. Many of you are spiritual practitioners. Many of you are psychic channelers, scryers. You may do coffee cup readings, teacup readings. Many of you may be still honing that skill. Whatever skill you've been honing, I feel like you are preparing to, come out, you're going to have some sort of breakthrough. Like it's about to go down, like you literally about to come out of your bag, and it's going to be very successful because you're following your heart. You're following your heart, and you're following your mind, like what you want to do. You're following your dreams, your aspirations. This is beautiful. I love that. So attitude of gratitude. So I feel not only does the attitude of gratitude, like I said, attract you to more reasons to being thankful and grateful, but I feel because you're in that attitude of gratitude, that this is the reason why so many things are opening up for you. So with forgive me, I know I broke your trust. That's on the bottom of the deck for who or what you are, how they feel about you. And I was picking up with this 2, patients, that there was something, maybe you are picking up on something intuitively. That is someone that has like divine knowledge, divine wisdom, a keen sense of intuition or a keen sense of psychic abilities. There is some sort of decision that someone may have made. You know what I'm talking about? And it broke your trust. That could have been the same person I was picking up on you, ghosting and cutting off, and just refocusing, rechanneling your energy towards something that you are very much invested in. And this kind of helped you forget about this person. This helped you like move on. You know what I'm talking about? And it's because maybe they didn't appreciate you. They didn't appreciate and value you in the same way. Even if this is a boss, it's like someone did not appreciate and value you in the way that they should have. And you put obviously a lot of time and energy and invested a lot of energy into something. So let's tap in and see what this is here. We got Nina Simone, Baltimore. Someone's name could be Nina or Simone. Someone could be from Baltimore. And my cards are falling. Let me get them. So someone could be from Baltimore. So Nina Simone. So let's tap in. So how does who or what our beloved collective is attracting to them feel about them? Thank you, Spirit. And we have looking for that happily ever after. So they know that you're looking for something that's going to bring you absolute joy and peace, and you are not like settling. So you're looking for something that's going to last forever. You ain't looking for something that's play. This is somebody that broke your trust from toxic behavior. And look at this. This is what's on the bottom of the deck when we pull the card for what's hidden. So this is what we are seeing clearly with the deceit and envy card, is you're dealing with some folks that have some very toxic behaviors. These are people that you may have like trauma bonds to. These could be family members, friends, or, frenemies, we should say, old colleagues. You know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely getting a sense of like, you know, these individuals, maybe you've learned you're like through that sacrificial position of looking at things from a different perspective. It's like you realize that there was some toxicity in the connections that you were, that you may have been very invested in. You started to just notice some things like, damn, that's toxic. Like, this ain't no real friend, or this is not what a friend does. Like I was saying earlier, like you could be sitting and, you know, really sharing your feelings or your thoughts with someone, and they're just dismissing you and telling you you're wrong. That's a toxic behavior. You know, that's someone that is like, they're not even like, they don't even respect you enough to hear your perspective. You know what I'm talking about? So that's that energy that I'm picking up with toxic behavior as well. And they're very envious and jealous. So you can't build healthy relationships and connections with people that are envious and jealous and deceitful. And so that toxic behavior begets toxic behavior. And you know yourself. So when you heal thyself, you love thyself. And when you love thyself, you then know thyself. So when you know thyself, you already can feel, like I said, people's negative energy. You got your spidey senses is like attuned, like it's on point. So you could pick up on people's negative energy. You could pick up on it before they even speak words. As powerful. So why is this? Why are these cards here for what's hidden in the energy for my collective? Let me get a message. Wow, that was a lot. Do I want all those? We got nature walks, nature talks. So it's definitely time to ground yourself. Y'all have been indoors too long, is what I'm hearing. And it's time to get outside. I know it's cooler, the temperature is colder, but it's really important to go outside to purge, to get a different perspective, to ground yourself, to center yourself. But go out there and take a nature walk, nature talk. So we have where your attention goes, energy flows. So that's what I feel like you did to overcome or defeat this negative energy, is you just ignored it. Because like I said, these people, they're attention whores. So they thrive off of the attention you give them. You know, they thrive off of even the confrontation. They bring drama, hostility, negativity to you. And when you ignore, the ignorance, they hate that. You know what I'm talking about? Like they hate when people ignore them because they're attention whores. So that's that energy. Meditate to get it straight. I literally said that earlier, even with the lotus position, that's what that is saying as well. So spirit is saying like you went within, sought the answers, realized this is some toxic ish and I ain't got time for it. Maybe some of y'all took nature walks. That was the way that you were able to get that clarity that you required. You know what I'm talking about? And then we have ritual work, invocation, use your alchemical force. So that's another thing you were doing, was tapping into your imagination, maybe visualizations. You also may have discovered that someone was trying to perform some sort of rituals or spells or bewitch you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So you could have been protecting yourself, you know, and your angels and your guides were definitely protecting you. Maybe they gave you some sort of forewarning, maybe through meditation. You were able to see something clearly. When you stop giving your attention, you draw your energy back to you. Because that's what like energy vampires do. Like they do things to manipulate your energy so you could respond, get mad, get angry. And then guess what? They won. They got your energy. It's an energy exchange. So energy can never be destroyed. It's transferred. So whoever angers you controls you is something that I always say. So don't let these, like this, to me, these are folios. I've been calling them folios the whole reading. Because this is like childish. Like, come on, we grown. Like we still doing this in 2025. We still bringing this type of energy. We still jealous, envious. We still ain't doing no inner work. You know what I'm talking about? We in the age of information. Like you can learn how to be a better person just simply by just watching a couple of videos about shadow work or meditation, the importance of self-reflection. Like that's childish to you. You a goddess, so you know your worth. You ain't paying attention to everything. You choosing what you give your attention to. And that's a powerful statement. So we have your vulnerability is your superpower. I literally said, because you're stronger, you know, it's because you turn whatever that pain, that broken heart experience we saw earlier in the reading, you turn that into your power. You use that as fuel to step as a stepping stone. You know what I'm talking about? You turn that struggle into a stepping stone to your success. Literally, we got Sly in the family stone. If you want me to stay. So someone was definitely, let me fix that because I don't know if you saw the name. Sly in the family stone. So some of these people were your family members, you know, and it says, if you want me to stay. So I do feel like for some of these people, like these are our family members. These are people that definitely have seen your come up. You know what I'm saying? I heard comeuppance. So they've seen your comeuppance and it got them feeling a certain type of way. And you like, look, if you want me to stay around here, y'all gonna have to do some work, your own work. You know what I'm talking about? And I was feeling like you breaking generational curses, like you're cutting the cords, you're breaking those toxic attachments or those trauma bonds. Like you've been that one. That's why you had that card of where is that card? The healer of the ages. Where is it? There it is. Because you are the healer in your family. You are the one that broke whatever generational curses. You also have, I don't have any standards and will put my thing in anything. Dog, stray cat. So that's what you was dealing with also. Some of y'all was dealing with some sort of third party situation, you know, and I was picking up earlier, like someone was self-pleasing. Remember I was saying like someone was pleasing themselves, and I was just like, ugh, you know, and that's another energy. The devil is like, you know, that's like that incubus, succubus type of energy. You know, people who don't work on themselves, they're very superficial. So they look for external validation. So they'll, you know, find that instant gratification by, you know, perhaps finding another mate, you know, having a bunch of women, maybe drinking, maybe smoking, but they find something else just to numb the pain or to block out what they need to be focused on. And so this energy is just somebody who just, when you just putting your thing in anything, or if you just letting anybody put their thing in you, that is somebody who they still got some healing to do. They don't even know themselves, because if you knew yourself, you would love yourself, and you would be healed enough to know that everybody shouldn't have access to you, nor should they have access into you. You know what I'm talking about? So next we have healer, shaman, lightworker. I told y'all, some of y'all that are tuning in, this is your divine purpose. This is your soul mission, is to heal, to help heal others. That's why this card came out, because that is who you are. And that is why people are so like, you know, drawn to you. That's why you're picking up on all this energy where you are like teaching. We saw that Hierophant that showed that you are definitely, where's the cards? Every time I'm trying to find something, I can't find it. Probably because I got a gazillion cards on the top. So you got this Hierophant here. And the Hierophant is like, that's someone that is well learned, very experienced, very well learned, like, you know, different schools of thought, and self-taught in many ways as well, through experience. Like I said earlier, every great healer has to first heal themselves. That's how you're able to help others on their journey, because you've been through it. And we got clean, clear, cleanse, cutting out all of the negativity out of your life, you know, and you get to clean, clear, cleanse, you know, especially when we saw that King of Swords, he cuts that ish out, and he cuts out people that try to insult his intelligence as well. You don't take too kindly to anyone insulting your intelligence, especially after you've been through all of this. It's like, what, you think you could, like, that's why I kept referring to this as like very juvenile, Fulio type of energy. You know what I'm talking about? Like very juvenile. Like if you think you could pull that over on an empress or emperor, like off with their head, beloved. That's why we saw the King of Swords holding the head up, like off with their head. Clean, clear, cleanse. And it says, I don't do well with people who are detached from their emotions. That's where you are right now with it. If you don't have no emotional intelligence, you ain't rocking with it, because that's a sign of someone who hasn't done the work. You have to be able to not only gauge your own emotional regulation, but also be able to be discerning enough to know where other people are, you know, to put yourself in other people's shoes, to have some empathy, some compassion, to not judge, to be forgiving. Like you don't walk around, you know, holding like all this vengeance and hatred and vitriol, and you're not seething to the people. Like it's just like emotional intelligence is key nowadays. And you don't rock with people who have no ability to have that emotional regulation. So let's tap in. So nature walks, nature talks. Perhaps this is you, you know, kind of trying to sort through, work through whatever, you know, this confusion, whatever this is. It's like you're working through it. You're trying to sort through it. You're trying to get some downloads from spirit. You're waiting for them transmissions to come through, those epiphanous moments, those aha moments. You know, have some sort of confirmation or clarity. And we got junior, mama used to say. So maybe for some of you all, like, you know, something your mother used to tell you is starting to ring true, or it's making you feel like, oh, snap, Yeah, moms was right. Maybe your mom told you don't chase $1, and because you'll chase it right to the grave. You ever saw that picture? There's a picture where it's like somebody is like chasing $1 and it's leading right to their grave. You know what I'm saying? Life isn't about just working, and it's about like living. You know, life is living. People forget that. Life isn't just material. It's your spiritual connection, your ability to connect with other people. But let's tap in. So let's clarify for the outcome, and then we're going to wrap this up, beloveds. So what is the outcome for my beloved collective? Let me get a message for 19 Pride. Thank you, Spirit. So look at that. We got the black tourmaline, Florida water, Palo Santo sage, singing bowls, and candles. This is like my protection card. So this is saying that you absolutely are protected, even by people who may be doing things to you. But these are also little ways that you could protect yourself. Spirit is also telling you, like, get yourself a nice piece of black tourmaline and carry that with you when you're in these environments. You know, definitely like wipe things down with Florida water, even your hands, when you're in your office space. If you work in the office, like, you can have certain things on you, like a black tourmaline necklace. In your home, definitely burn these items, Palo Santo. If you have singing bowls, that also cleanses and changes the frequency in the household. Light candles for guidance, for light, for illumination, for your ancestors. There's some shifts that's taking place. So there's definitely some shifts, but you are protected, beloveds. I feel like your angels, your guides are definitely protecting you and assuring that you have a positive outcome. I want to get one more card to clarify, and then we're going to wrap this up. And if y'all have some questions, we'll answer those. Wow, I said one more and they was like, nah. So remember that song I was just singing, Be Thankful? Though you may not drive, how does it go? A great big Cadillac, diamond in the back, sun rooftop, digging in the scene with a gangster lean. Woo, woo. Yes, be thankful for what you got. That's that attitude of gratitude. So Spirit is telling you to be thankful because you have no idea what's coming. So let's see what these other cards are. So this goes there, that goes there. And it says, what does their energy speak to your spirit? So that's going within. That's trusting your gut. Hey, Katara. Hi, Grandma, baby. Hi, pretty girl. Hi, that pretty girl. And trust your intuition is another sign. She came up right when I said that felines are very impervious to threat, but they're also very psychic. They're intuitive. So what does their energy speak to your spirit is what Spirit is saying. Like, so whatever it is that you're feeling and picking up, trust that. And if it doesn't feel good, inviting, it doesn't fulfill you anymore, it's time to walk away. It's time to leave it alone. You know, be thankful for what you got is also the attitude of gratitude. We also have no one in this world sees me the way you do. I feel special in your presence. So there's someone that's really recognizing and realizing, like I said, you know, who you are as that goddess, as that God, as that empress, as that emperor. You know what I'm talking about? As that person who has reached that level of self-mastery, as that person who has love of self, that has strength, you know, that has persevered and overcome a lot. I feel that that's this person, you know, because that's someone that would appreciate it. These individuals will be envious and jealous of that. So they're not going to appreciate those values. They're envious and jealous of those. So only people on your frequency can appreciate that. Because why? Because they did the work too. They know what it took to get to that point where you have love of self, where you're strong, where you're bold, where you standing up for what you believe in, where you have healthy boundaries. No one else sees you but somebody that sees the same way you do, that sees life in the same manner. Maybe they've been through the same things in life. That's powerful. Forwards ever, backwards never. Spirit is forewarning you, don't go backwards. Because remember, I was picking up emotional manipulation by this person who's sitting in these shallow waters. This is a shallow, superficial, fleeting individual who uses emotional manipulation. And remember, we had, I don't do well. What was that? Where was it at? I don't do well with people who are not connected. But where did it go? Come on now. I don't even see it anymore. But there was a card that says something about I don't do well with people. Oh, here it is. I don't do well with people who are detached from their emotions. And that's literally what, to me, this energy is, especially if you a whole empress and you hand in this little baby cup, like, you know what I'm saying, to somebody who is an empress or an emperor. It's like, you got to come correct, beloved. You got to see somebody sees you. So you're attracting someone that sees you. How can I help you, my friend? Is it time for lunch? Want the foodies? I want the foodies. I love you. Okay, I'm gonna get you. Okay, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna feed you in a second. All right, my love. All right, so we got rejection is for your protection. So whoever that was that broke your heart that we saw in the beginning of the reading, it was for your protection. That wasn't your person to begin with. And that could be the very same person that could be coming back, selling you dreams, trying to emotionally manipulate you with words, no actions. This is the same person that's deceitful, jealous, dishonest, envious, all of that. All of the aforementioned, all them things. So that is the reading, beloveds. That is the reading. But I like someone sees you for you. You know what I'm talking about? And I feel your angels also see you. Like they see the work you put in. They see what you've been through. They see how much you've grown through. They see that you're in harmony and in balance. Okay, Katara. She is like literally grabbing my arm like, Grandma, dude, I'm gonna hook you up. Trust, we're going to hook you up. But you are protected, which I felt already because we started the reading. We had the 444. I showed you this AM. I saw 444. I also saw 333 on the back of a license plate when I was up this AM and took a ride to the grocery store. So is there any questions any of y'all have? I'm willing to answer a few. You know what I'm talking about? Like if you got something you want to know, see what's going on, coming in, going out, going on, beloveds. How y'all feeling? Let me tap in and see what's going on in the chizats. Anybody here? Anybody there? I see 28 heads in here. Nobody got a question? Anyone has a question? What's going on? Anything y'all want to discuss, talk about? So what's up? I remember I told y'all could win a free reading with me. If y'all simply just, accurately name how many synchronicities were in the reading. So if you watch the reading and if you see in the beginning of the reading, I say such and such, this card comes out, that card comes out in the reading. And, whatever comes out that I've already like kind of channeled, count how many times that happened in the reading and you could win a free reading. So very easy way to win a reading with me. I will also be opening up my shop very soon. And I'm making a lot of changes. I'm going to be adding some things, taking away some things. You know what I'm talking about? So it's going to be good. I'm changing my prices. I'm going to make them very like affordable. You know what I'm talking about? Like I don't want to be robbing nobody. I'm talking about like, I don't think nobody should be paying. I'm not even going to say numbers because I don't want to take away nobody else's, whatever they're doing it for their own reasons. But I just want to make it where everybody could get one if they need it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel it should be. Even though I do these big general readings, if you want something more personalized, then you could definitely check out my shop. It's not open yet, but it will be soon. So does anyone have anything? How's your energy after the full moon the other day? My energy is good because I protected myself. I was out of the way. I didn't go anywhere for, New Year's. I stayed right in my house. And I did a lot of like new moon, rituals just to bring in some good energy. So yeah, my energy is good, and again, I don't pay attention to stuff that's going on. I notice like the news and all this stuff that be happening. Like people say, you got to stay informed. But for me, I feel like to me that type of distraction is something that pulls away from my energy. So I try to stay as far away from that and create my own little bubble. So I don't really tune in and tap in to a lot of the news. And of course you hear it, because everybody is like grassroots reporters nowadays. So even the channels I tune and tap in, they may discuss certain things that's going on. And that's how I get the information. But I do not watch the news at all. I just don't participate. I feel like a lot of it is psyops. I feel like it's just, it's fake news, beloved. It's just fake, and I feel like they know how to, like we just saw in the cards, like where your attention goes, energy flows. And the more you feed them that energy, the more they control the narrative. So we got to learn to just ignore the ignorance. You know what I'm saying? I swear to God, like if people just ignore stuff that doesn't matter, like the whole world will change. Like start focusing, doing you. I'm telling you, if everybody just did like their own work, I guarantee you the world would be a different place because they won't be working. They wouldn't be so focused on all this external stuff. These people wouldn't have no means to control them. But anyway, what did it say? Them affirmations was on point. Yeah. Yes. Them affirmations you got to do, like, because it's all the repetition is what really, that's the magic of it all. The repetition coupled with the visualization. So it's not just saying the same thing over and over and over. It's like the emotion, the feeling, like you got to feel it, like see whatever it is you want, like, oh, you know, it's like that whole energy. What's a good crystal? I would say for me, like crystal quartz is really good. But I also like amethyst because that deals with like the crown. You could also use crystal quartz, amethyst. I would also say like citrine, you know, because that's like a card of the solar plexus. But I also feel like I said, the stomach and the brain to me is like, you know, they're one. So that citrine is the color yellow. So that citrine will really like help you to kind of connect and have that clarity. I like that citrine. Sometimes I use that wand when I'm channeling. Yeah, beloveds. Yep. So let me see what y'all got going on. Nobody has any questions? I see I missed a lot of messages. I'm sorry, y'all. I was just all up in the reading, huh? Let me see. What does it mean when I feel unsure about a decision and my body literally gets super sleepy every time? Oh, dang. Well, that seems to me, that feels like, oof. You said you get super sleepy. That's like an energy drain. I don't know. Like I would take a spiritual bath with that one. I don't want to project anything, but if you get sleepy after like uncertainty, I don't know. I don't know why I'm getting like somebody pulling on your energy from that. Oh, that's all good. I ain't gonna force it. You know, I like things to be fluid, baby. We can flow with it. I don't even know how long I've been on. Oh, I've been on for 2 hours, just about right. I'm trying so hard. Like, I'm really like, so I want to be able to like provide like short messages, but the way my brain is, I'll be like, damn, how do people do 20-minute readings? Because I'll be like, I'm always on some deep dive ish. Maybe if I take away the music and don't clarify every damn card, maybe that'll work, right? I just be wanting, like, you see how it be coming out though, right? You see where, you know where it be coming. Everything I said, you don't talk about what you say. Oh, when the money comes in, I'm definitely hitting you up. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, y'all gonna see some changes because right now I got like, I think I have like, I'm not even sure. I got to go in, but I think right now for like my 1 hour readings, I think I have it like $77. And then I think I have like the emergency for $88. And I'm just like, something was just like, chop that in half. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe do a 333, a 444, 33, 33, 44, 44, 22, 20, something like that. I'm gonna make it affordable because I get vexed when I be like, there'd be certain classes I want to take from certain individuals, but they be like, yo, they be wanting like $6,000 and 25. I'm like, who is your audience? Who got this type of money for a class? Like, to me, that's like hustling, and I don't ever want to come off like I'm hustling. You know what I'm talking about? I like to put time, good energy into what I do. But I also know, the type of time I'm putting into it. I want to also feel like, it's a reciprocal gesture, but I don't ever want people to feel, because everybody don't, $100, $77, that might be a grip for somebody. So I just kind of want to make it affordable. I'm talking about, like, I don't want it to make it like where it's like, I'll save up and I'll get a reading later. Because some people, we have in situations where they might want like an emergency reading and they may not have, that type of money sitting on hand. But is there a sign you see when someone is sending you bad energies? Oh yeah, I just told you, like you feel it in your gut instantly. For me, I feel energy, like I speak energy. I could tell when people are either trying to kind of analyze me, judge, like I could feel the energy. Sometimes my hairs literally will stand up. It's like you get this feeling, this sensation of uncomfortability around that person. You know what I'm saying? And you might catch something, like you might catch their eye, like you don't know how many times I done caught somebody looking me up and down and then smiling when I catch them. Like, it's so funny, but it's like you will pick up on the energy. It's something that you can't hide. Energy, like especially if somebody has some sort of disdain or contempt or something that they hold in, you will feel it. You know what I'm talking about? You will feel that. So it says your readings are very detailed down to the bone. Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate you for appreciating it, because I know a lot of folks nowadays are just like, they want that microwavable stuff. Give me that 5-minute reading. I can't sit there and listen to no 2-hour reading. My readings are the type of readings like when you take a nature walk. You're talking when you jogging on a treadmill, when you're, when you doing something that's going to require about an hour or two of your time. That's the perfect time to listen to my readings. You know what I'm saying? Even when you at work and you busting out your work and, you know what I'm saying, sitting there on the typewriter, you can just listen, let it ride, Angola artist, Ja. Oh, you want me to listen to that? Angola. Okay. Ja books. Okay. You always be coming through with the artists. I appreciate that. I love my music. I'm going to check that out right now. How about that? How about I'm going to do it in real time, Gully. I'm going to do it in real time. Let me see. Angola artist. And the name is what? Ja. What song in particular? Is there a specific song that you want me to hear? Are you just saying like, oh, Angola? Oh, that is the song, Angola. It just pulled up. Let me see. I don't want to get a strizite, so I'm going to put it up to my ear. I'm one of those people with a short attention span, but I tune in when I listen to your reading. Oh, I appreciate that. I mean, I'm no diss. Everybody don't want to hear a 2-hour reading. There's certain people I don't want to hear a 2-hour reading from. There's certain people, you know what I'm talking about? So it's all good. You know what I'm saying? But in the age of like, I just feel like everybody just wants instant gratification. And I feel like sometimes you gotta take the ride. Oh, I like. Okay. Hey. Oh, I like. Yeah, calling Angola. Yeah. Okay. I like that. Thank you for that one. Guess where that's going? In the playlist. And I got to like it. I always like videos that I tap into. Let me see. I like this. I was just telling my daughter the other day, I used to listen to The Joint on Sirius XM, and they took it off down here. Like there's no more The Joint, and that's like a reggae station. But they took it off the station, and I was pissed off. I was mad about that. I was like, how you going to take a whole genre of music off of Sirius XM? I don't even think they replaced it with another like reggae station. So that was wick whack. But yes, well, I am not going to hold y'all if y'all kind of quiet. What, y'all shy? Let me find out y'all shy up in these parts. Who's shy? Y'all shy? I don't even do that. I think the last time I did a live was like probably 2 years ago. And something today was just like, do it. I'm the type of person, when I feel it, I got to do it. If I would have said, oh, I'm going to do it later, and then I wouldn't have been in the mood. You know what I'm saying? So I got to do it when I feel it. Energy is building. Yes. The energy is building. At least when you're around people who's got good energy. Because like I said, the energy is transferable. So if you're around like those deceitful, jealous energies, then your energy will be fleeting and it won't be building. It will be like destroyed, But if you're around people like, real recognizes real. And when you're building, you got to be around other people that are building as well. Like minds. What's your favorite to lease? I don't have a favorite to lease, honestly. I don't, because we all have every sign in our chart. So there's not anyone, because I'm like, I have, I'm an Aries rising, I'm a Scorpio sun, I'm a Taurus moon. But then I see like, in my Venus, I'm a Scorpio. I have like a trine as well. There's a term for it. Dang, it escapes me right now. When you have your sign 3 times in your chart. Dang, what is that called? It's something with an S, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you. I knew it was an S. Stellium. Yes. So I have that like 3 times. I think I'm a Scorpio Venus, Scorpio Sun, and then I also have Scorpio in my Mars. So, but I don't have a least. you know how people be like, oh, I don't like this person because of this. It's like we all got a negative and positive in our signs. You know, like for instance, people always, when they talk about Scorpios, why do they always say Scorpios are some freaks? Scorpios are this and Scorpio. It's like not all Scorpios operate like that. You know, I'm talking about, like, you know, maybe them low vibrational ones that are just like, you know, just discovering life. But people who, you know, who have some experience and stuff, they beyond that. You know, maybe them young Scorpios. But so I feel like there's a negative and positive. I've met some Scorpios that was just negative, like just like all the things that some people would, you know, associate with a Scorpio. And so I find that there's not anyone I dislike. It's just, oh snap, you okay? Oh, my baby just threw up. You all right, friend? Oh, okay. She is, I don't know if she's like, you okay? Come here, Katara. Come here, my friend. All right, she just threw up. That's my cue, y'all. I gotta take care of my grandbaby. But yes, fellow Scorpios telling me, okay, all right, we here with it. All right, my baby just threw up and I have to tend to her. She's been trying to get my attention and now I feel like a bad grandma because she's been trying to tell me she wasn't feeling good. Come here, my friend. Come here. You want to say hi to the peoples? Come here, say hi. Say hi. I don't want to say hi. I'm not feeling very well. Come here. You okay? It's going to be all right. It's okay, friend. It's all right. I'm sorry. All right. Let me take care of her, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Yeah, I'm going to make sure she's good. She's not feeling good. She just threw up. It might have been a hair. It looks very hairballish. So I don't think it's anything serious. But she definitely has been trying to like get my attention for the past 20 minutes. All right, baby mama. We're going to go make sure you good, okay? You want some water? Get you some fresh water and some waters. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all for just hanging out with a sister. And I will be doing a reading for Scorpios probably later on today, tomorrow, one of these days. I'll definitely do a reading. I'm going to start doing readings for other signs as well. I'm going to do collective readings so a little bit of everybody could get some messages, some downloads from a sister. But thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm about to go. So you said you're obsessed with cats? Yeah, me too. I love me a cat. I just got another cat. I have a little kitten. Her name is Sandy because she's just like this pretty sandy color. She's beautiful. And Katara is feeling a type of way about having another cat in the house. So we've been just trying to, you know, slowly integrate the little baby. So my son keeps her in the room and then we let them, you know, meet, smell, hang out, chill. And then we part them because Katara is not having it. She's like, who is this? Like, she is not feeling it at all. And so whenever I give one love, I give the other. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if she sees me petting Sandy, I will pet her because they could get little jelly as well. And I don't want her falling into a depression, feeling like she's being replaced by a small little baby. So, you know, I treat them like I treat my children. If I love and hug one, I'll love and hug the other so she can see it. Because I don't want her to just see me petting and hugging and loving up on the other one. And then she's sitting there not getting pet and hugged and loved. So I do it for both of them. You know, no favoritism in here, even though this is my big baby. That's the little baby. Right, Katawa? You saying hi now? You showing your face? You being kind? You being loving? But yes, they'll be that's what I said. I can't wait for that. You know, they be chasing each other, but then it get real. They be like smacking each other. They be like, yeah. I be like, dang. And little Sandy is like, she got some big paws. Her paws are actually bigger than Katara's, which is very strange. She's a tabby. And but she got these big paws. So she be like, and Katara be like, you keep on playing. Keep playing with me, you know. But yeah, that's what I said. I can't wait for them to just be like the best of friends, all hugged up. Because Katara is really a loving little girl. Like, she is the sweetest little mama, so emotionally intelligent. Like, she knows if you're not feeling good, she'll cuddle up. Like, for instance, There was a time when I had like inflammation in my ankle, and she literally came and sat on my ankle. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like she knows if my stomach is hurting, she'll come and sit on my stomach. Like they just are very intuitive, very smart, right? Yeah, you sweetheart. You're a sweet girl. Grandma love. All right, so I'm a really go this time, but I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning and tapping in with me. I hope that message today like resonated. I hope it was good. But y'all have a wonderful rest of your week. Remember what I said, mind your business. Don't be out here listening to all this nonsense on the TV. They really are trying to like jump. You see how they jumped off the year? It's like, come on, man, for real. Like really, this is going on. All that. Come on, man. Like psyops, MK Ultra. I'ma call everything what it is. Like, ain't no way. It is just it's giving very contrived, staged. It's giving that. But yeah, I digress. I just want to send y'all infinite love and light. Healing, yes, they do. Yes, they do. I'm telling, especially with when they're purring. There's been studies, there's been tests about how healing their purr is. So yeah, that's what she was doing. She was sitting on my ankle, healing that. When I had an upset stomach, she was sitting on my stomach, just purring away, and I felt better. Like literally, I felt better. So I also do I do like little healing, because one day, I don't know if I ever told y'all, I think I did share this story in a reading, where she just one day, I know I said I was leaving like 20 minutes ago, right? Every time I say I'm leaving. But anyway, like she was limping, like she woke up and was limping, and we didn't know what was going on. Like she literally was having a difficult time walking. She was whining and whimpering. And my daughter was like, oh my God, I think we're going to have to take her to the vet. Something's going on. And I'm like, nah. And so I just put some healing energy on her, some Reiki, and within 2 days she was good. Like I did like different sessions. The second day she was like, she wasn't limping as much. The first day she wasn't limping as much. The second day it was like she was never limping. So yeah, we can give that same energy right on back to them. Yeah. So, but anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Yeah, I'm telling you, we all got that ability. We just got to tap in. We just have to tap in. Like and for that card, Healer of the Ages, to show up, some of y'all have that healing ability. Like some of y'all are natural Reiki healers or shamans or whatever you do. You are just naturally that. Maybe that's something that and you may need to utilize it more. I'm talking about, like, just like I said, you could practice on your pets. You can practice on yourself. You can practice on yourself, literally. I have like a selenite sword that you see me using in my Reiki readings or my Reiki videos. A selenite sword, and selenite is like a purifier stone. So it cleanses all the other stones. So it's a very beautiful stone also. But I use that selenite stone also on myself. If I have an ailment, my daughter, she's also another healer. Like that girl showed me I had healing abilities. Like she would just like, oh man, that girl's powerful. But but yeah, we all have that ability. We just got to tap in. We just have to tap in. And with that card showing up, that was just a confirmation, confirmation that was what was true and actual factuals. But yes, I digress. I'm gonna let y'all go. I hope y'all have a beautiful rest of your day and your week. And until next time, I'll send you a big fat ashe. Remember, if you want a reading, a free reading, look at the last reading and count how many synchronicities or how many correct channeled messages came through, and leave that number in there. And then I'll just pick someone who gets it right. The first person that gets it right, I'll pick you, and you'll win a free reading. So, but yeah, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Love you, love you, love you. Till next time, send a big fat ashe, yo. All right now. Come to Taurus.